Alright, hello everyone. Just thought I'd. Oh no, my iPad froze. Of course it did. Shit. Let's see if we can fix this camera. I might have to boot myself out and come back in. Okay. Remove me. Come back in. Hey, bird. Just trying to get the camera set up. For some reason, my iPad keeps freezing up every time I enter the studio. So this might be a very quick stream. Let's see if we got it again. Hey, bird. I just thought I'd sit around and hang out with the bunnies since nobody else was streaming. Ouch. Hey, fatso. Who's a giant fat bunny?
Hey, strawberry. That's a good strawberry.
I'll probably start chewing on the floor in 2 minutes. Don't chew on it, please. You little bunny.
So I got a message from number one sci-fi. Unfortunately, he's got the virus and he's in the hospital.
Yeah, I saw that on his Discord.
Yeah, he wanted me to let people know that he won't be around until he's out of the hospital. Unfortunately, I don't have any other details.
Well, they're keeping him in the hospital until he's wet.
They're keeping him, he won't be out until he's better. But
Right.
I don't know what hospital. I don't know any other details specifically, but I'm not even sure if I'll hear from him again until he's out or after he's out or before he's out, but at some point.
Well, I asked him to let us know.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll hear an update at some point.
Yeah.
I will, Thomas, assuming we talk to him again.
He did say to let everybody know.
Yes, I led off with that.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You don't have to shut up.
Hopefully it's not too serious. It doesn't get too serious for him.
Yeah, I hope not to. I mean, I spoke to a doctor today that works in Elmhurst Hospital, which was the hardest hit hospital here in Queens.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point they had over 200 ICU patients, and they're down now to 23. And he also said that when patients were coming into the ICU, now I don't know if he's in an ICU or just in a regular hospital room, but when patients were coming into the ICU, when this started, they had a 50-50 shot of surviving if they had to go on a ventilator.
Mm-hmm.
But since this happened, they learned a lot more about the virus, and that's up well over 80% now. If you go on the ventilator, you still have over, I think he said 85 or 86% chance, which compared to 50 is a lot better.
Oh, God, yeah.
I mean, granted, compared to 100 is not good, but compared to 50-50, it's a hell of a lot of improvement in just the last few weeks.
Yeah, definitely.
Night Breeze is asking the name of the bunny.
The giant one over there is Strawberry, and this one, the little one, is Cinnabon.
So apparently, when I played Risk, and stupid me chose to make them ranked games, even though I knew you were all going to be against me, I lost my status. And I got dropped back down to beginner because I lost 2 games in a row. So now I have to remember when I play with you guys not to keep them ranked, because everybody after Bird, that's not a fair strategy.
I won 4 games online, but I didn't move at all in my room.
No, I had to. My number, the number never changes.
Okay.
I'm still 151151, something like that. That number never changed, but it went from novice to beginner to intermediate, and then down back to beginner again. It took forever to get from beginner to intermediate. I wasn't thinking about ranked games. Nightbreeze says it sounds fair to him. Nobody asked you, Nightbreeze.
I think I need to get rid of this pillow. They're just turning it into a giant pee sponge. Please don't sit in your own pee, bunny.
He seems to enjoy it.
He apparently does.
I dropped an ice cream cone earlier, and Sassy went for it. And it was really close. Mama Frey got most of it.
I got a little.
Oh, you got all of it? Okay.
Yeah, I had to.
But then Sassy was running around for a couple minutes like she had a sugar high or something. She was just excited that she got so close to ice cream. Ice cream with chocolate in it, too, which would have been really bad since chocolate's not good for dogs.
Yeah, bunnies either. I had a bunch of Halloween candy out in the fall, and the bunnies got into the candy bag. And the next morning, I woke up and they had ate a good dozen candy bars, but they were both all right. So that was good.
I mean, my first beagle, we fed her everything, and she seemed absolutely fine. And now we know more. You don't feed them chocolate, you don't feed them grapes, you don't feed them raisins.
Right.
And like, Jesus, if we had known that stuff about my first dog, I don't know. But the first dog lived to like 14, which is a pretty decent age for a beagle.
Oh, yeah. So the dog we had at my parents' house when I was growing up, yeah, we used to feed it almost all people food. And he lived until, I think he lived until about 14 or 15 too, but for the last couple of years he had cancer and developed some other problems too, so yeah.
Night Breeze says, Mama Prey should just be given ice cream. She shouldn't have to fight Sassy for it. And Thomas says, so Sassy was faking her injury.
Well, she's using the steps now.
Mama Prey got her to use the steps to get on the bed, so we're not sure. Maybe she just likes the steps. Maybe it's more comfortable for her. I'd imagine, I wish we'd use the steps to come off the bed, because I have to imagine jumping down has to be more painful.
Oh yeah.
Landing on the hard floor.
I think that she has jumped up here once or twice
Mm-hmm.
and like slipped,
Right.
and I think that's why she's not jumping, not so much from pain, but from fear. So the steps, when she jumps down, she knows she's just jumping down.
Right.
My opinion.
Hey Captain Trek, you're welcome to join in if you'd like. Let me repost the link for you.
You streaming to Facebook too?
Yeah, so sorry if anyone's on Facebook. For some reason, comments didn't come through last time either, so I don't know what the hell's going on. Hey, Captain Trek.
Hey.
How's it going?
Oh, okay. What's going on there?
Sounds good.
You heard about number one, Captain Trek?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I was making sure that since Loki was playing a game, I went over to that stream and posted something in there, making sure they knew.
Okay. Thank you.
Who was playing the game?
Loki.
Oh, okay. I feel bad now. I didn't know he was streaming.
Oh, no reason to feel bad.
I always feel bad when I stream over somebody else.
There's always going to be somebody streaming.
Oh, I know.
Somewhere is going to be somewhere. Always is going to be somebody streaming, and you're gonna, it's just.
Oh, naughty.
Oh, that looks like a nice high voltage cord.
That would be like the 10th charger cord they're shooting half.
I wonder why they're so tasty then.
Spicy hay.
Bunnies just like the taste of electricity.
I think so. They finally stopped chewing on every other wire in the house. It's just my phone cord for some reason. Whenever it's sitting around, they'll chew it in half. I think they think they're helping me somehow.
So hard to tell if they love the attention.
They do. The little one gets pretty jealous, so I got the big one. Not paying attention. I guess we just sit here for a little while.
Can you bigify the bunny cam
Yeah.
and just shrink us on the side?
Yep.
Should be able to. Let's see. Which I think the only way to do that was, well, oops, wrong one.
Uh-oh. What if you just click the square box
That.
in the bunny cam?
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
No.
Hey guys. Nice strawberry.
He's tasting the bunny.
Of course.
He's delicious. I just think it's funny how tolerant he is. He lets me use him as a pillow. All right, let me see. I need to brush this fat ass. No. That's mine.
So how is Mama Pray?
She's good. She's reading a book.
All right, fine. I won't brush you. I'm sorry.
What kind of books does she like to read?
Good question. Mama Pray.
I'm sorry, what?
What type of books do you like to read?
Mysteries.
Mysteries,
Cool.
thrillers.
I actually read a whole series of books. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember the individual names of the books, but it was the Booker Lipton series. And the author's last name, I believe, was Legg, Legg. But it described what is going on in the world right now. It's almost eerie. The pandemic, and this was worldwide. People giving up their rights by being monitored by drones. And I mean, it was so close to this that I'm next expecting worldwide currency to disappear and be put in place by some sort of Bitcoin, not Bitcoin as we know it, but
Right.
it starts out, I don't know, say 20 years ago and goes to the future 85 years from now. It was 13 books, and they're not all about the pandemic. This was just one of the things that they spoke about, but how it changed the world, and I don't know how much of the population they lost. But it went on, people were not trusting of the World Health Organization, that you had to have regular vaccinations.
Mhm.
And everybody lined up for them. And then, of course, they found out that they weren't helping, that this was a way to thin the world's population. I mean, it really, like I said, there were 13 books.
Wow.
Yeah. And I finished it maybe like November or December. And then this started. So I hope the rest of it is not.
I do too.
Yeah, it doesn't lead to be true. That it's just one giant coincidence. See, you'll never ask me what I'm reading again.
You never know. I might.
Well, maybe the next one will be Alice in Wonderland.
Have you ever read that?
Actually, not completely.
I'll need to find a book with a happier ending.
Yeah.
Like Hamlet in the original Klingon. I gotta find that book. I got it somewhere.
Did they really come out with a Klingon book of that?
Oh, they did.
Yep.
They did. It was published by the Klingon Language Institute. And the first edition that I have is like a bare bones book. Now, if you go on Amazon, they have like a cover. They have like Shakespeare looking like a Klingon on the cover. And I don't know what edition it is in now, but yeah. They did it. When I got it, I think it was like the one of 600 books or something. I think it was hand numbered.
Oh, wow.
Now it's just, free printed,
Right.
published, mass published.
Yeah.
Very cool. Did you learn how to speak Klingon, Bird?
No, I tried, but I'm terrible with languages, both Earth and non-Earth.
Yeah, I remember when I was probably a teenager. One of my cousins, just did that and learned Klingon. They always talk Klingon. Kind of annoying, actually.
I had conversational Klingon CDs. It was the only CDs I had in my Jeep for like 2 years. And I still didn't learn anything. I listened, but none of it stuck. It was just as futile as trying to learn Spanish or Italian.
So, what Italian do you know?
Basically nothing. I know L. EL is basically the Italian the. Like L and La is like the Spanish il and la, I think.
Any foods?
You know, it's funny. I remember specifically the class asking the Italian teacher who was from Italy, like, what do you call cream cheese in Italian? Like, we don't think we have a word for cream cheese. Well, what would you want if you wanted cream cheese? What would you ask at the store? He'd say Il Philadelphia because of Philadelphia cream cheese.
Right.
But that's the only thing. They don't actually have a name for cream cheese in Italian because it wasn't a product that existed apparently when they invented the Italian language.
Right.
So other than that, words I know. Yeah, it's a good question. Gato, is that cat?
Yep.
But that's Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know vaca is cow. Right. So in Spanish class, in junior high, we had a test. Like I know a little bit more Spanish than I do Italian at this point. Even though I took Italian in high school and Spanish in junior high, but just hearing so many people speak Spanish over the years. So I had forgotten on a class test that leche is milk in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew el jugo de whatever the word is for orange, which I've since forgotten, is orange juice. El jugo de orange was juice of the orange juice. So I put on the test, I remembered cow. I remembered cow is vaca. So I put el jugo de vaca, which the juice of a cow, which I'm sure that if I needed to explain that to somebody that wanted milk, they would get the idea.
Yeah.
The juice of the cow. And I thought I should have got at least partial credit. No, she marked me completely wrong. I was pissed. And now I forgot what orange juice is, so I guess that sucks. But cow I will always remember because we had like computer software for like the Commodore 128 we had at the time. And it was trying to teach you how to learn Spanish. And it was like cow, vaca, picture a cow vacuuming a field and you'll never forget it. And I never did. It's the only word I can say I never really forgot in Spanish. Well, that and no, because it's the same. And C, she's like, if you're ever not sure, somebody asks you a big long question in Spanish and you're not sure what they said, just say sí. Sí. Surely that won't get you into trouble.
Never.
That was back in the 90s when you could say sí without having to worry about what it meant. I knew I was going to fail Italian in high school. So I talked my parents into sending me to Italy in Germany for the class trip that the foreign language department would put on. Even though it's completely improper, I know they only passed me because I went on that trip. Because it's like the teachers want to go, and like the teachers get to go for free
Right.
if enough students go. And so I don't know if it was like $1,300 or something. They sent me. I went like alone. I don't know, 14. I was a freshman or a sophomore in high school. I don't even remember. It was like the first time I was away from home on my own for any period of time. And I didn't speak a word of Italian. Luckily, there were, people there who did. I remember the teacher laughing hysterical at me because I wore a very colorful shorts and shirt, like t-shirt to bed, because we were sharing rooms with people that we had no idea who they were. Other classmates, but I had no idea who this guy was. So I brought, some things. So at night I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and there were people hanging out downstairs at some part of the hotel one night. I mean, I was dressed. It was clothing. It wasn't that it was pajamas. I mean, even though there were people out down in pajamas. But I came down wearing this, and he's just hysterical laughing at me. Like, what's the matter? He's like, you just look so out of place. Like, no one in Italy would ever wear that. Like, well, I don't care. I don't care. Obviously, I look out of place. I don't know the language. It's got American beating off of me. I don't know, gleaming. I know everybody knows I'm American. I don't care.
Oh, that was the trip with the underwear.
With the what?
Your underwear.
Oh, right, the underwear. Yes. Mama Pray was like, "Where's all your underwear?" I came home, and I had no underwear to clean in the laundry. I just threw out every pair of underwear. I didn't want to pack them, repack them in my bag, dirty underwear.
Right.
I had plenty of underwear to get me through the trip, so I would just throw it away in each hotel as we went day to day, night to night. I'd just throw it in the garbage can at each hotel before we left. So I came home with like no underwear. I mean, I was wearing underwear.
No, you came home with underwear.
Uh-huh.
What he's not remembering is before he went, I bought him, I don't know, multiple pairs of brand new underwear, a dozen or so. And those were the underwear but I also packed some other underwear that he had. He came home with all the clean old underwear and all the new underwear he had worn and thrown out.
In my defense, and to this day, I don't say that there was any actual difference between the old underwear and the new, other than one came out of a package and the other didn't. It's not like the old underwear was wholly and falling apart.
No, it wasn't.
It was perfectly fine.
But it wasn't brand new. But anyway, that was the least expensive thing in the whole trip.
I wonder what housekeeping said when they went into your room afterwards, wondering why there was so much underwear in the trash.
Well, no, every night we were in a different hotel.
Oh, okay.
So I left it all across from Switzerland through Rome, Milan, Venice. What's the place I liked? Sorrento. We went all over. We went Switzerland and Italy. It was supposed to be Germany and Italy, but there were neo-Nazi uprisings, so the school got scared and changed it to Switzerland and Italy.
Hey, Captain MKG. Thomas says YouTube doesn't like son of a bitch in Italian.
I have no idea what it is.
So, what is it, Mama Pray?
Mama Frey doesn't speak Italian.
Oh, I have no idea. I
No
know where he got his lack of
foreign language.
foreign languages and the ability to learn them from.
And Thomas sent it on a text message. Figilo de Puntana? Figilo de Puntana. Figilia? Figia. Figia de Putuna. Son of a bitch. Figia il Putuna. I don't know. Thank you, Thomas. Does it sound right to you?
What?
I don't
Son
know.
of a bitch?
Figia, yeah.
I have no idea. I can curse in Yiddish. I know how to say F you in Italian.
No.
What?
Huh?
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that Fangul?
Yep.
No, Fangul I knew. And I know Joseph is Giuseppe.
Yes.
Let's see. I think they told me that casino meant prostitute or something. Because we asked, are there any casinos? And he's like, don't say that word. Like, why? It's like, it means something different in Italian. I got the idea that it's something to do with prostitution. I never looked it up.
Alexa, what does the word casino mean in Italian?
Casino in Italian means casino media.
Translate it, please, to English.
Please, in English is please.
English, translate English, please. It's please. No, very good, Alexa.
Okay, I got a phrase.
Let's just Google translate it.
I'm going back to my book, guys. Oh, and that other set of books I was reading, they also, as they get into the future, there's multiverses.
Multiverse.
Yeah, it really goes into a lot of things.
You're
There was
Mama Pray seems very open-minded and well-read.
I couldn't hear what he said.
He says you seem very open-minded and well-read.
Well, being in the house for 10 years, the well-read part might be. Open-minded, I think I've always been open-minded.
Apparently, there is no word casino in Italian.
Huh.
Try it with 2 S's.
I tried.
Oh, then I don't know.
Hello, 47 New York 10.
Hey, 47 Yorktown.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, it does brothel. It's in Collins, the English translation of casino. Casino. And it says informal, bordello, brothel, figurative, a racket, a mess, or trouble. I don't know, but yeah, so it is brothel.
No wonder there's always been a lot of Italian,
With the last name Casino.
visitors to Atlantic City.
Uh,
I'm joking.
I'm just thinking of the Italian people who had that last name now.
Yeah.
I wonder if it meant something different. than we thought.
Feel bad for the Italian people asking to go to the casino and get brought to the wrong place. I wanted to go to the brothel.
I'll let you handle what Thomas Potts had to say, Bird.
Well, Mamo Prey has been captive for 10 years.
We missed one of those other ones too. There we go.
Mamo Prey likes books on how people escape from kidnappers so she can get free.
Oh, no. I am here by choice.
Okay,
Josh Reed says, Thomas, I'm shocked Bird lets Mamo Prey get those books in the first place. Sorry, Cinnabon.
They're all on Kindle. What do you call that, Joe?
Virtual books, electric books,
No, well, what do you have?
Kindle Unlimited.
Yes, yeah. Right, Kindle Unlimited.
Yeah, every month you can get like, what, 30 books or something? 10? I don't know. Some amount
I
of
get a
books.
lot.
A lot of books.
Lot. What is the Kindle Unlimited per month? Or you pay by the year?
I think it's $6.99 a month.
Oh, so that's really nothing.
That's not really that much, yeah.
Yeah, I certainly get good use out
Let's double check that. Is Kindle Unlimited free? How much is Kindle Unlimited? $9.99.
of it. It's still well worth it.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be funny if you pulled a bird and fell asleep on camera?
Cinnabon?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
What? What?
I said, wouldn't it be funny if you fell asleep on camera?
Well, he's not on camera. It's just a rabbit.
No, I meant before when he was laying on Cinnabon.
I have. He doesn't get very. He gets pretty pissed after about a half an hour, and then he'll start biting my head. The other day I was doing that to him, and yeah, I've kind of dozed off, and then I woke up to him chewing on the side on one of my ears.
It's like, okay,
Hello, LDG.
Yes, hello, LDG.
Isn't it Winamp really whips the llama's ass? Winamp really whips the llama's ass. Something like that.
Hey, LDG. Cinnamon has been doing a lot of bird of prey stuff, shooting aliens and crashing. Yeah, that's true. I've been stealing bird of prey stick.
Josh Street says, if Bird falls asleep this time, Sassy will get her revenge for what Bird did to her the other day. I didn't do anything to her the other day. Or any time before
My
that.
question is, how would she get revenge?
You can get revenge in multiple ways. There's no shortage of how. It's just a question of why would you want to.
Exactly.
Captain MKG is flying high on clouds and just downed a sweet tea. So the moment is will Captain Trek.
Okay.
Did I miss a chat somewhere?
Maybe it's
LVG,
a little.
if you wanted to come on, by the way, it's the link should still be in the chat up if you scroll up. If not, then you want to come in, just let me know and I'll throw the link back in. It's kind of just a quiet stream.
Sassy doesn't try to jump on my bed because we have a gate around it. But yeah, she does try to get up sometimes. She really doesn't have a chance because it's a lot higher than the other bed, but
Right.
she would try more if we didn't have the gate around it.
Oh God, the big rabbit won't stop trying because I put up a fence around my bed too, and then every morning for the last week he's been bouncing off the fence trying to jump over it.
When Sassy was a puppy, we'd put her on my bed more often, but now that she's so damn heavy, unfortunately, it's quite painful when she decides to walk over me.
Yeah, that's what the large bunny too was like that. He'd either just sit on my chest or he'd literally get on there and just start stamping his feet. And it was just like some kid gut punching you nonstop. I still let the little bunny come up on the bed now every now and then. He at least knows better not to take a pee.
Is that a waffle maker?
The box, yeah, it's a waffle maker box, yeah.
Yours, or did you just borrow the box?
Oh, it was mine. I bought a waffle maker a while ago just to see what I could make into waffles. Cake mixes work good in a waffle maker. Brownies work good.
No bunny bottom waffles.
Yeah, the other day I used a chocolate cake mix to make waffles and I ended up eating it all. And when I was done, I realized, holy shit, I just ate an entire cake.
How did it come out, Mama Frey wants to know.
Yeah, it came
Obviously
out
good
awesome.
if you ate it all.
It was great. Yeah, because it had like the little crispy parts and the little indentation parts. So it was really good. It was probably way too much cake to be eating, though.
Probably smelled good, too.
Oh, God, yeah. Someone told me you could actually make a steak in the waffle machine, but I haven't done that yet.
I mean, it just gets hot, right? I imagine you could cook anything in it.
I figure it's just a grill, essentially.
Hamburger or steak.
Oh, steak.
A thin enough steak, why not?
They have so many other grills that do that.
But if you only had a waffle maker.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, it would be easier to grill. Yeah, that's true. I was just really bored the other one day and saw the waffle maker. It was cheap, so I figured, what the hell? That's the kind of stupid shit I do when I'm on my own and I have nothing else to do.
You should do a YouTube video of cooking a steak on the waffle iron.
I should.
That'd get some views.
Or making a cake.
That's true. Do you guys remember when GoFundMe kind of first came out? Someone did a GoFundMe of making toast, and it got like $350,000 in donations.
Oh, God.
It was literally just a picture of a toaster, and the guy put it for the description was making toast. And I think that's when, after that one, I think that's when GoFundMe made some rule changes about what you could actually do for a GoFundMe. Oh, the bunnies moved again. Captain NPG says, Captain Trek was just asking how I was doing. I'm just, oh, okay, gotcha. Understood. No problem here. Also, have you tried making hash browns on the waffle iron? I haven't yet. I was going to do that, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. That would probably be good, too.
Now, I don't know where Captain MKG is, but unfortunately, I would need to go to the doctor in order to do that. I've not yet gotten my prescription.
You just got to find some shady-looking teenagers on the street and...
Oh, trust me. With some of them around here, I wouldn't trust them. Because they would be mixing it with some of that synthetic shit.
Oh my god, that reminds me. When I was 15, one of my friends was a huge stoner, and I sold him a bag of oregano mixed with like poppy seeds and a bunch of other shit. So it looked real. It obviously didn't smell real, but my reasoning was I was hiding it in an oregano container, and we actually got the moron to smoke some of it, and it didn't turn out well. It threw up everywhere. So,
Was he still your friend after that?
yeah. Oh yeah.
This is tough love.
I like Denver. I've been there a few times.
I do too. Denver's fun. Well, it was. I haven't been there in a while. I remember when the first time I went to Denver, I was still working for Continental Airlines in operations, and I got sent out there because we had to handle Frontier flights, so I had to learn how to do their weight and balance. That was a fun trip.
I'm sure you've been quite a few places.
A few, not that many though. I've been to most of the states. I haven't been to Hawaii or Alaska yet. And then really the only foreign countries I've been to is Japan, and I went down to Mexico. And then I live right next to Canada, but I still haven't been up to Canada. Hey, LBG.
Hey guys.
How are you doing?
Not a question I want to tell the truth about right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. A lot of shit I had to step out of today.
Oh yeah? Well, I
Yep.
saw you were doing some work on your stream earlier today.
Yeah, a little bit of that, but we finally got reconnected back with Spectrum.
Didn't you just get rid of Spectrum?
Yes, and then Comcast was 10 times worse.
Oh wow.
And then when I said, you guys got to come and fix the cable box outside that's been destroyed, and giving me, the plan I had was gigabit download, 40 megabit upload. I was getting 150 meg download. because the box outside is damaged.
Ah,
And they were like, "Oh, well, we can't come out there because of distancing." I said, "It's fucking outside. Sorry, it's outside. No one's got to be near nobody. Fix my box." And the whole point was I get the 30-day trial, so then I would cancel Comcast, or I would cancel Spectrum. And they said, "Well, we can't come out there until next month." I'm like, "Well, guess what? You just lost." So then I switched back to Spectrum, and guy came out today, and I got everything switched back over. And I'm just tired of this bullshit. I really am. I'm tired of bullshit all around, man. I'm really sick of
I
it.
don't like Spectrum, but Comcast is even worse. That's for sure.
I don't like any of them. They're all horrible. They're all liars, and they're all thieves, and they're all enslaving us, telling us what we can do, how we can do it. And then when you tell them to give me logical sense that makes exactly what you're doing make sense, and they can't answer the question. And then when they finally fail, they just said it's policy. You know what? Fuck it. I'm really pissed off. Anyway, so after stressing out today and dealing with all that crap, tomorrow's another big day for me. So actually, I got a new client maybe tomorrow from my channel. Came on the other day and asked me if I could help him out with his production using some $1,700 XSplit. And
$1,700
tomorrow.
XSplit. What?
Yeah, it's called vMix.
Oh, okay.
It makes XSplit and OVS look like nothing. Makes it look like Windows 3.1.
Well, yeah, but it's $1,700, man. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's so in depth. Like I did it on one of my streams. I was like, "Oh, well, let me see this. Let me check this out." So I got the 30-day trial, full version, and I'm just like, "Wow, this is not YouTube. This is Fox News production stuff." But I was able to understand it. I got everything, and it's a really nice program and very, very well made. So many options. You can have your own virtual cameras, virtual microphones, built on the fly, multi-dimensional scene setups and resources, and it's so cool. Not only can you make your scenes, but you can make up your things that make up scenes. It's so cascading. A lot you can do. High quality too. I'm gonna go over there and fix him up. He has some audio equipment that he's trying to, like, this guy's doing something really weird. Now I can't say anything yet because he hasn't told me all about it.
Right.
But I mean, from what I know so far, from what I can say so far, I mean, this guy's got wireless mics. He's got a portable, like, production studio, and I mean portable, like Fox News news truck portable. And he wants to do some kind of thing that he's streaming like once a day. So I'm gonna go help him out and see if it turns into something more. I don't know. We'll see.
Is it a giant channel or something?
I don't know the specifics, and even if I did, I'd have to see if he'd be cool with me talking about it.
Of course.
But I don't think that's gonna be a problem, honestly, because he actually wants to, like, when I see him tomorrow, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be cool about it. Because he wants that exposure, So It's not like it's X-Files confidential or anything like that, but right now he's just keeping a lid on certain details. So I'm like, I understand. Yeah, no worries. I'm doing the same thing with some of the stuff that I'm doing. Don't blame you.
It sounds like a channel that's just starting.
Yeah. Yep. But it's okay. Like an average streamer that just has like a, $100 webcam or, less. And then you got people like me that actually spent like $5,000 to do streaming right. This guy makes me look like nothing. From the equipment that I see he has. So I can't wait to see what he's actually doing. but a lot of it is remote. A lot of it's mobile. Like he's going out to stream about stuff, and I don't know if it's going to be political stuff. I did talk to one of the people that he talked to that I actually know, and he was like, "Yeah, LD." I told him, I said, "Yeah, he wants me to come by and help him." He's like, "Holy crap, I would love for him to ask me to come help him." I'm like, "Are you serious?" Yeah. Like, all right. He knows more about it than I do, but I'll find out tomorrow.
Oh wow! So tomorrow, if I go do Instacart, I can make an extra $70 just by delivering 5 orders. Awesome.
Sounds like a good day.
Could be. I've been doing Instacart just for extra money every now and then, and
what is Instacart?
What's that?
What is that?
Grocery delivery.
Oh, that's cool.
But I went
Have
out
have strangers bring you your groceries. That's awesome.
Well, I went out on Saturday. I did 4 orders, made $180.
Wow.
It's nice.
Yeah. How's the regulation on that company?
You have almost zero contact with the company. You only ever contact them if you have a problem with an order. And basically, you sign up through the app, and I don't know if they do it anymore, but when I signed up for the other last year, you had to go in for an interview, and it wasn't really an interview. It was just basically go to a sample shop and see if it's something you want to do. And that was pretty much it. They sign you up on the app, and you're ready to go.
You know, that might sound good on the surface, but that is so dangerous. And that's one thing this whole CV crap's got me pissed off about, because these horrible companies like Uber Eats and Grubhub and all these third world country website services that don't deserve, any kind of high quality publication is now like mainstream. Now you got all these people saying, "Well, we deliver through Grubhub." Well, do you know the people that are delivering your food? Do you know, I order? Yeah, okay, that's nothing. That's nothing. That's not what I'm talking about. I ordered Grubhub once, and the person or Uber Eats, the person was Ubering while he was delivering my food.
Yeah.
So not only did I have a stranger that I did not know, passing no test that I would be okay with, delivering me food that wasn't sealed or any kind of proof that it hasn't been tampered with. Now I have another stranger in that car with my food that I don't even know if you picked up before, after, or in the middle of delivering my food to begin with.
But I mean, it's not like a pizza delivery guy. He could be riding around with his friend in the car. You'd never know it.
Yeah, that's an exaggeration. At least they work for the company. They are hired by Pizza Hut. Well, they don't have their friends because they're at the. I've worked for a pizza place once. Okay, it's not like the pizza place just calls up Joe and, "Hey, we got some pizzas for you." And if they have their friend in the car, they have their friend in the car. No, they're working 8 hours a day at that pizza place, and they get in a car. They don't have their friend with them. They're pulling their 8-hour shift. But in Grubhub and all these other ones, you don't know where these people are coming from.
I know delivery drivers.
You can't have someone in the car with you, so you could actually.
And I'm not even saying like the good people. Okay, there's going to be good people out there, but most of it's not good. Most of it's absolutely random, and it's just BS. There's no regulation. The companies that like what you just said. I laughed when you said that. You don't even deal with the company that hires you. Well, you're just some random person that just walks out in the day and just starts delivering people's food with nothing. Just a random somebody.
That's true. My sister once, before she was pregnant, maybe 9 months ago, she saw some dude struggling trying to carry a bunch of pizzas up from the car to an office. And she asked if he needed help. And he's like, "Are you serious?" She's like, "Yeah, I'll help." So she carried like a few of the pizzas with him. And they went up to some office and they were delivering. And she's like, the people in the office were super rude. They're like, just pointed to where they wanted to take him. And like ended up walking through an entire office, found like a back, a kitchen in the back. And they just like dropped the pizzas down there. And then there was a bar in the place. And they're like, said, "Yeah, you can get a drink or something," and she just wanted a soda or something.
Telling you, man.
And then they left. That was it. And he said, "Thank you." She went out one door. He went out another. That was it.
Yep.
So yeah, they could just give the pizzas to a random person on the street and deliver them.
Yep. And that's basically what's happening now. You pass a test, you pass a background. Do you know how easy it is to pass a background check? You could be the worst person on this planet, you know? You could pass a background check. I want to see that. I want to see that food. And it's getting to the point where they're going to do this too, man. And they can do it too. I want to see a recording of my food when it was being made, when it went in the car, when it got delivered, the whole 9 yards. And they could do it without an extra bit of effort whatsoever.
I don't know, but up here, when you order McDonald's from Uber Eats, the bags are sealed with stickers
They
that they put on.
just did that.
That's what ours do too.
Yeah, and it's only a sticker. It's not actually fully sealed. Like, I want to see a bag that changes color if oxygen gets inside of it. Because you can just stick it with a needle. And they have real simple plastic that can do that. I mean, they got that. A little sticker doesn't mean jack squat. I was saying that years ago when Uber Eats started off. 1 second. Sorry.
Now, I don't know if it's that bad. I've only run into maybe one asshole shopper that was out there, but I've had complaints from a couple customers too about different shoppers. But
Yep.
I haven't heard any real horror stories. I did have one guy answer the door completely naked, and that was
That's funny. You know, like I said, it's not like it's all out there to get you. Regular people out there are trying to make an honest buck. I get it, but even the people who are honest, there's like, did you wash your hands before you left? Did you? There's no, nothing. I mean, you could literally be like high on drugs and be an Uber Eats driver.
well,
There's nothing. You can't go to work high because they'll catch you and you get sent home or fired or whatever. But I could click my little cell phone and I'm on the clock right now, freaking tripping balls. Let me go deliver some food.
I had this delivery
Drunk.
guy come, and he was covered in rabbit hair.
was that delivered to you? What?
You sure it was rabbit hair?
Yeah, Sassy can tell the difference.
Oh, God.
Oh. Let's see.
Oh.
It's a slow night tonight.
It is.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I was just so pissed off. Even Cityscapes or Skylines or Rocket League couldn't even pull me out of it today. I don't even feel like playing, man. So I did get right before Metropolitan on my current Cityscape. I'm one upgrade away from the last, what do you call it? Achievement or whatever.
Nice. You should get Red Dead too, so I have someone else to run over with a horse other than Thomas.
Yeah. No, I like this SimCity kind of games, man. I just wish there was multiplayer, man. It's kind of boring once you master how to grow a city without going bankrupt, without taking a bailout or anything. Then it almost gets boring.
That's why you gotta start adding mods and stuff.
I haven't seen. Matter of fact, that was another question I was going to ask. Bird of Prey 5. I heard something about add-ons or plugins. No, not the expansions you have to pay for, but like plugins or something. They have that in that game.
Workshop. If you go
Workshop.
to the workshop on Steam, the Steam Workshop,
Yeah.
a ton of free add-ons or mods. Mods
Mods.
change
There we
the
go.
way the games work, and then there are add-ons like different buildings, different monuments, different road sizes, different road types, different color schemes, different maps, all different types of things.
Again, that's another thing about cityscapes is skylines. I don't know why I keep calling it cityscapes, but that's like you're just stuck at a certain level of technology. At least in civilization, you went from caveman all the way up to space race. You know, and while you're building your towns and whatever. You know what I missed was Sim Earth. That was fun.
Yeah, I remember that game.
I wish they would come out with that again. Either that or another Wing Commander.
Yeah, it was fun. I played the first one when it came out, but
Oh man, for Super Nintendo or for PC?
PC.
Oh, dude, the PC was the greatest, wasn't it? Oh man, like the boxes alone were just eye candy. It's Wing Commander, like it just stared at you. I remember, remember back in the day when you used to go to like Circuit City, and and they have the PC games there. They have like Chessmaster 4000 and Wing Commander and Myst, and I mean, it was just great.
Thomas says he added a bunch of real life stores to his cities in the city skylines.
That's cool. Like skins, that's awesome, right? Like yeah.
Like I added McDonald's, Cracker Barrel, Pizza Hut.
Yeah, that's cool. Hell yeah.
I gotta start downloading some mods too. What was it? What's that traffic one that you use, Bird?
Called Traffic Manager Presidential Edition.
Okay.
Cool. You know what though? I really didn't have too much of an issue with traffic. Like if I showed you my city right now, I'm doing this without any mods whatsoever, and I was able to answer every call to every traffic issue I had. You just gotta look at it and just figure out how the lanes work and stuff. There is a small little, it feels like there's a small little trick to it once you find out what the weak point is that's making all your traffic go into each other.
What's the population?
Right now I think I'm at like 45, I think. 45,000.
That's cool. Yeah, if you can keep your traffic through 45,000, you're on a pretty good path.
I'm one away from the last city name. What is it? Metropolis or something? Or Super Mega City? Ultrazoid?
I think something like that.
Yeah, I'm one away. I just hit the second to last name like this morning when I played for like a half hour.
So you've got all 25 tiles unlocked or still a few to go?
25 tiles?
Yeah, you
mean the map? No, I only have six tiles I bought. That's it.
Oh yeah, no. When you get to the end, you get 25.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'm not even that. I'm not taking up the whole map yet, but I mean, my city's pretty. It's pretty busy.
81. You get the 25 in the middle. There's 2 on each edge that you can't get without a mod.
Oh, for real?
You're not really supposed to be able to build, to the very edge of the map.
Yeah, because there'd be no edge. Yeah, I get that. All right, so then wait, so that means I'm not really to the end of it then? I guess just the achievement.
I think you get like a big bunch at the end. I think you get them slowly doled out as you grow, and then at the end you probably get the last batch of 12 or something. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I did it a couple of times that way, but it was way in the beginning.
Gotcha. If one of the things was that small roads crap, that's the main thing that fixed my traffic problems. You can't be using small roads after you grow. You got to replace it with bigger roads, wider roads, 6-lane roads, and you only use the small roads for small residential, and that's it. And then even then, you only have like 2 or 3 exit points, like a subdivision, and then you go right into 4-lane and 6-lane roads, and then from there you go into the heavy roads, the highways and whatnot. And but you were right though when you said it's all about your traffic. That does make or break your city, man. That makes or breaks your city. You got freaking cars not going, trucks, and it's not even the cars, it's the trucks. Like if your trucks stop moving, that's your industrial starts hurting, or your cars start moving and stop moving, and your commercial stops. And
Yeah, it's all connected.
but it's just one filter, right? I mean, traffic is one. When traffic becomes a great filter when you get to a certain population size. The first great filters are setting up your infrastructure and your general whatchamacallit, your city format. I don't know what you call it, like how you are replacing everything. But what's mainly critical is your zone assignments for your industry. If you don't do zone assignments, you're most likely your great filter is gonna be pollution before you even get to the whole traffic great filter. So you zone out some farming to be safe, and then you work your way up to freaking farming and trees. That's your safe industry. And then you get your coal and your oil. And then when you find oil, and that's when you find oil, as soon as you can, get the tile that has all the oil, when you check your map, that's when you explode. Your industry explodes, and you go from making like thousands to millions. Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten to a spot where I've had any resources yet like that.
Well, you got to use those buttons on the left-hand side, and it's colored. So it depends on the map you pick, too. Took me a minute to figure out how they do it in that game. Because like I said, I'm used to SimCity, and the last one I played was like SimCity, I think, with 2000 or 3000 or something like that. But if they just had multiplayer, random cities next to each other and trade and freaking and whatnot. Oh, one thing I didn't notice is any disasters. I haven't had a disaster yet.
Disasters are an add-on pack.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Man, I'm like ready for a disaster. I'm like, yeah, man, I got a beautiful town going on. Give me that disaster. I want to see my people at work, right? But what's the whole point of having a fire department and all this crap if you're just going to be like, oh, a building burnt down? Ooh, wow. I mean, at least in SimCity, like the fire could like really, like you had a fire, like
you should have fires, and fires should happen more especially in industrial areas, and especially in wood forestry.
Yeah,
fires are prominent there and in industrial. And if you don't have good fire coverage, you'll have more fires.
You have more fires.
Fires you will have without the disaster pack. But if you get the disaster add-on, you can have tsunamis, you can have earthquakes, you can have meteor strikes, and thunderstorms and tornadoes.
That's cool. You know what, though? The one thing I don't like in that game is the landscape editing. Oh, God, that's horrible.
And you also get shelters that you can put down. So
bomb shelters or underground?
Well, they're almost indestructible shelters. Like they won't take a direct meteor impact, but just about anything else they'll survive. And so when you get warning that a disaster is coming, you can turn on your shelters, and you'll see all your little citizens headed towards the shelter. And you can like set up bus routes for shelter vans to go pick people up. And then you hopefully have everyone indoors before it hits. But you also have to watch their food. If their food goes low, then people start dying if they haven't left the shelter yet. And we have to remember to let the people out of the shelter once you put them in there.
Yeah.
Once the disaster's over, you gotta
Yeah, that's almost as funny as forgetting to turn on your landfills again after you empty them out. Forget to turn them back on.
Again, there's a mod I have for that automatic emptying. So
Oh
you don't
yeah,
have to worry
that's
about it.
cool.
Once it gets over 50% full,
Yeah.
it starts emptying out and then it turns back on. So like that's
No,
a free mod you can get.
Yeah, but it should be doing that like as soon as you have incinerators, it should start like immediately, like one
Yeah, it
truck
should-
or something
it
should
should.
automatically start doing it. I mean,
I agree.
hey, Mr. Lundell, how's it going, buddy? Hey, I don't know what happened to your stream. I was watching, and then it was like 7 seconds, man. But I did catch your other stream. That was awesome.
Me too.
Good shows today, man. Good shows. What up, Thomas Potts? What's going on?
Did anybody see 14 Barber's stream today? I felt so bad. I told him I'd try to be there, but it started just as I was starting my doctor's appointment. I
No, I
couldn't.
didn't know we were streaming today.
I couldn't. It was earlier, like 2 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
It was just like I was literally just clicking on to see the doctor, and I got the notification. I was like, "Son of a bitch!"
Oh, I feel
Captain Roberts, you're saying?
No, for Tian Barber.
Oh,
I don't know. He's
I
in
don't
my
know that
streams quite a bit lately.
Yeah.
He asked me specifically if I'd try to. I said I'd try. That was the 1 hour of the day I couldn't make it though, unfortunately.
TM Barber official.
Just for Tian Barber.
I'm not seeing it.
FORTEAN for Tian Barber. I'll look for the channel. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm trying. Can't pull it up. What's up, Resolute? Hey, Miss Londell, were you like? Did you know what happened? Were you watching it and like? Did you watch the whole thing and then after found out people were saying what happened, or did it break on your side too? After found out people were saying what happened, or did it break on your side too? Oh, by the way, I did get a Trekkie girl fixed up.
Oh, good.
Yeah. It was not easy either, man. I had to delete some temporary folders for Discord.
Good.
And then even though Discord was uninstalled, it was still running, crashed in the background. So it wouldn't let me delete some of the temporary files. And I was like, what? And then I found it. And as soon as I stopped it, it let me do it and installed just fine.
Good.
But then some JavaScripts were popping up, and it was the program wasn't loading fully. So we ran a Java install, but I had to step out because the internet person was here, and I guess Trekkie girl fell asleep after that. So I'm just waiting to see how the rest of it went.
Right.
It's not that hard to install Java. It was literally like click, 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 done, and then should be all set. But I'll find out. I got a Trekkie girl on Discord. Broke on my side as well. Guess I just downloaded a 6-second clip instead of the full movie.
Hey, Bert, could you check backstage? Is that the link?
Oh, did you send it backstage? Private? Okay. Got it.
Sorry, I was just outside trying to find it. I got it.
Okay.
Oh, 14 Barber. I'm sorry, Bird of Prey. I have a hard time hearing people sometimes. 14.
Resolute asks, has anyone noticed a change in the comment layout?
Subscribe.
I actually haven't.
I changed.
Anyone notice the what?
Change in the comments layout on videos.
No.
I haven't looked.
The layout?
I know on some channels they like put the comments after everything, and some channels it's before. I don't know if that's it. Also, when I changed my screen width, that
Yeah.
completely changes the layout.
Yeah.
That's the link to 14 Barber's stream from today. It was an hour long. If you don't, you can, that can take you to his channel if you need to or want to.
I got it.
Um,
I'm gonna
He looks-
subscribe.
He looks familiar. Was he on any of you guys?
well, I see him and Orville Nation do quite a bit of talking.
Oh, for
I
real?
don't know if he's been on Orville Nation's stream lately,
Okay.
but I
Oh,
see on Twitter they chat back and forth quite a bit.
damn it! I keep getting reminded. I haven't finished binge watching Orville, Star Trek Orville. Crap. When is season 3 coming out? Like soon, right?
Oh, they delayed it, so it might not be till
Oh.
next year at this point.
Well, I thought they were in the. Did they stop? I thought they were finished filming.
They were
Like
90% finished.
oh, okay.
They stopped. So there's debate over whether the first few episodes might be done, and if
Do
so,
some kind of half season.
yeah, I mean, that was what PJ was saying, but nobody really knows for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, I heard it was getting pretty good, and
Half season. At this
and they
point,
should. They started doing that with all my favorite shows like last year. Really pissed me off. Like this was the year you needed to do that, not last year. Damn it. Give us something. Jeez Louise. And then Flash got cut into 3 pieces.
I have never watched Flash. So.
It's okay, but they really conned it, man. They retconned the heck out of it. I really did a number on it. I mean, they talk about screwing up your own, and you know what it was too, because they fired the staff that was in charge of the first season of Flash. So that whole Flash disappears in time article was completely wrong. Like people actually, freeze framed it and read what that article said, and it was all about ABC. And then when Crisis finally came, it was a whole nother story. And all they did was hang a light on it saying, "Oh, the universe has changed as you know it, and it's not the same anymore." Really? That's your explanation? Really? Magical bullshit change reality device? Yeah.
Well,
Was-
Mr.
Was
Lundell,
Crisis a big crossover thing with all the WB shows?
I'm sorry, what about the crossovers?
Was Crisis on Infinite Earths, was that the big crossover event thing that they did?
Sorta. Yeah, but they have crossovers like every year.
Yeah.
But this was supposed to be the original story plot. Like episode 1 showed Harris showed the Harrison Wells, the original Harrison Wells, looking at the article that said Flash disappeared in the future. And it was all about Reverse Flash and Batwoman and all this crap. And then it was completely different. It was funny too, because when Nora died, he was like, "See you next Crisis," and that was literally the season before. And that he wasn't even in Infinite Earths. Reverse Flash wasn't even in it.
Reverse Flash, was that just a guy that's super slow?
No, reverse of reverse. Instead of red and yellow is yellow and red, and instead of good, he's evil. That kind of reverse. Yeah, but nice. That'd be fun.
Super slow hero.
The reverse Flash, I think, was called Turtle. The one you're thinking of.
Fertile?
Turtle. He was really slow.
I was gonna say that's a
Turtle. Turtle. Yo, you know what freaked me out? Oh, I'm sorry, Captain Trek. You were saying something.
Yeah, sorry, Captain. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Cricket. Captain Trek.
He's muted.
Oh, okay. You know what really surprised the shit out of me today? When AT was going over that website, Cameo. Yeah. And I couldn't find Brent Spiner. I'm like, out of all the Trekkies, you think Brent Spiner would be the one with like a million of them. I'm like, oh my
There's still a
god.
lot of actors that think they're too good to go on and do something.
No, that's the thing. He's not. Like the guy has his own mini web series and stuff, and he's all about the Comic Cons and everything. He's all about making an extra buck, and he's not like he's an ass about it. You know, you can tell, but at the same time, you know, he delivers, right? I mean, he delivers. He's never an asshole like the guy who plays Goku voice. You know, he's really cool about it. But you figure he would be like one because we were having fun, right? Just sitting there and watching all those videos, right? You think Brent Spiner would have had a whole bunch of them, crap load of them. Instead, I'm seeing like Pauly Shore and.
Honestly, I cannot believe that Jenner's price is like what, $2,700. I mean, who the fuck is doing that?
Well, that just goes to show you that she doesn't deserve crap. Like that's just greed right there.
What I was wondering is if maybe she came on with a lower price and then just got hit with a bunch of people just trolling her, so she had to bring her price up to make sure.
No, she's playing the greed ticket. That's the supply and demand. You start high, and if you don't get any, then you lower down, then you lower down, then you lower down. It's supply and demand. She's just showing her true colors. This is the reason why people who play music and say they live off a copyright is the son of a bee. You go out there and you perform your music. That's what you get paid for.
Well, yeah, supply and demand, but at $2,700, you'd think she'd be pricing herself out.
Don't think I'm defending her, dude. I'm telling you that's just showing her greed colors right now. She's not worth that much. Nobody's worth that much for that kind of. You know what I mean? It's a cameo. Like it's
asking that for a shout.
Yeah, it's not like you're making a commercial, a full blown HD, fully shot commercial of a commercial of an endorsement or anything like this. This is a webcam, cell phone, side commercial. For a joke. It's from Cameo. It's not worth anything.
And just
$2,700. You better come to my. You better come.
Second. Mr. Lundell asks, "Hey, what does JP say about the Orville? He usually has his ear to the ground on this stuff." I think he has said that he thinks it's going to be delayed too, but I don't remember exactly.
And there is supposed to be a someone who happened also be a Mocklin on an upcoming stream. He will not confirm because they're still talking about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's very cool.
Yes.
Hey, Anson and Ricky, how's it going?
What's up, Ricky?
Resolute Germ says it's not like they haven't done that in the comics a lot. I'm guessing that's about the Infinite Earth thing.
Yeah. Well, the Comic Con was crazy.
Wanted to waste a bunch of money. He'd get a drag queen for Burger Braid. That would be hilarious. Burger Braid said it was canceled. Oh, Orville. That's right. Orville's canceled.
Yeah, I got to binge watch that. I need to catch up. I know season 1's going to be the hard one to get through. I tried watching it. I couldn't get Family Guy out of my head. I just couldn't. And then that one character, the guy who's like the Worf character, I guess he's the one who sprung the term Jaloja, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I couldn't take him. I couldn't. I can't take his acting. I mean, maybe not his acting, but I can't take the result of his acting or what he's being written to act. But like I said, I guess season 1 was a sloppy one, and then season 2 they started getting serious and really hitting the ball, and that's cool. I'm cool with that because you know what, Star Trek TNG season 1 was also kind of not that way, but I had to like swallow. You know what I mean? Yeah, you just had to swallow and get past it, and then once you get into season 2, it kicked it up a notch.
I didn't think season 1 was that bad.
No, and that's not what I said. It was the worst season.
No, I mean Orville. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
The episode I really didn't like was the About a Girl episode.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It just got a bit preachy for me.
I just think I just couldn't get Family Guy out of my head. I thought there was just too much of a parody of Star Trek. I couldn't. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was me. I think part of it might have been me. So I'm only on episode like 3, I think. I had to swallow, man. Exactly. I knew it. You know what? I'm telling you.
Clip that.
No, I am sober. Thank you very much, guys.
Well,
That one was
speaking of
free.
which, have you heard back from Giggity?
No. What happened?
I'm sorry, man.
What happened?
No, I was just wondering if she contacted you at all afterwards.
Oh, Fizzy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. I messaged her the next day, and I was just being a gentleman or whatever, and she's like, "Yeah, no worries, it's all good." I'm like, "Oh, we had some fun." I'm like, "Yeah, true that. Cool." Yeah, like anything is gonna come from that, right? That like if I'm gonna win the lottery, yeah, I'd like to see
Oh, you
that.
never know.
Yeah.
Keep going at it. just doing next
Well,
time.
see, that's what cracks me up is because that's why I hate alcohol and I don't drink much. But like I thought I was nailing it that night, and then I saw it the next day. I'm like, holy shit! Please delete that video.
Oh, that was fun though.
And like nobody's telling me, no one's saying anything, right? Like, you guys were just soaking it up, letting me open my mouth.
Oh, yeah.
All right. That's fine.
I
I'm
was
like,
in the chat, but no one was reading at the chat at the time. We're like, holy shit,
oh.
hard.
And then, and I do remember the Picard manga comment. I do remember that. And I'm like, well, I know in my mind, because I say one thing in my mind, but then my mouth says something different. So I was making complete sense in my head.
At that point, I was over at 8. That was when AT started streaming some of DJ stuff. And that's when you said we were all sitting there going, what the fuck is he talking about? Tiki Doom says Fizzy's gonna Me Too you in about 20 years.
I don't know. I think she kind of reminds me of one of my exes. Her looks, not her attitude. Attitude is 50 times better. Yeah. Anywho, but yeah, so you won't see that again until July, everybody. July 19th is the next time to see me drunk.
You're not going to
until then
night this week?
I think that's going to be my next stream where I get more than 2 people. Woohoo! Say what?
Well, you get more than that sometimes.
I'm joking. I do get more than that sometimes, but right now I think I'm trying to break my next record is like what 11. No, actually, I think it's like maybe like 14. I think maybe.
Huh.
But yeah, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Just one thing after another. First, my computer blows up and it sets me back a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, and then this whole internet thing. That's holding me back a few days.
What I don't get is why you unlist all your live streams.
Oh, because it's
Well, it looks like you have nothing there.
yeah, and that's fine because I morally want to. Okay, so LDG Pixels, I'm originally trying to be a open door policy kind of show.
Mm.
You don't. The videos that I want to do, as far as like this is what you do once you get Windows 10, or don't do this with Discord, or how to how to fix this if your computer breaks. I want to put a lot of those videos up. But as far as my daily shows where I'm just sitting there, being open, doing a live stream while I'm working or while I'm doing whatever, it's real boring. I don't see anybody wanting to watch that crap. And then if I do help somebody live, then I'll just cut that out and put it into a video where you can just get to that. You can just, you don't have to watch 2-4 hours before somebody calls and says, "Hey, are you there, LD? Can you help me fix this?" So I'm just trying to because I don't want people to say, "Oh, I don't want to go to LD," because his streams are all just 6 hours of him working and then maybe a couple of this and a couple of that.
Right.
But and then anything I need to reuse, I'll just cut it out and make it as a separate, smaller video that gets right to the point. But I do want it, like, if I start streaming when I first get on in the morning and I do get like 20, 30 people like joining me in the beginning, that'll be fun because I will then, talk to everybody, read the chat, tell everybody what's going on, let them know about any news. Maybe spend the first hour and then be like, all right, I'll cut this for later, but I'm still going to stream for the next 6 hours or whatever. And you guys, you can do what you want. I said my morning piece and I'm just going to get to work now. But I was trying to tell people, and I was talking to some people in Discord about spreading the word out. And I was like, I kind of figured one thing soon. I really figured a lot of people would come in and say, hey, LD, can you fix up my PC? Give me a tune-up, or I'll fix up all your computers, guys. If you have any issues, man, just hit me up, and I'll fix you up like I fixed up Truckee Gal and Ensign and Wesley. I fixed up Wesley. He had a huge issue, and I was with him for like 3 hours getting it fixed.
Wow. Did you charge him?
No. If you do it live, so I can clip it for later. I'm not going to charge you. I ain't going to stop you if you want to donate and throw me a few bucks. But
everyone else can be free. You just got to charge Wesley.
Have you ever tried having any guests with you? Yeah, but like I said, it's that's the weird thing. I'm not trying to be like anti-Trekker. I'm not trying to be a show. I want to have some shows, but during the week, it's just my open door policy. I'm working. I got things I'm doing. I have clients I'm taking care of. I got backups going in the background. I got file transfers here and website checking, updating WordPress here. And, I get a phone call in the middle of the stream. I basically tell everybody, hey, I got a phone call, guys. And I put up the be right back sign and I'm like, mute myself. And I'm on the phone talking to the person while my stream is going. And if you're all watching, that means you have to sit there and wait.
Whenever I drop in is when you're on mute.
So I mean, it's like live. Like this is the way I think it should always be. Like you get your car fixed. They should make that a YouTube channel. People fixing your car, and they know they're not breaking it up. I tell people, you want a brand new PC built, have me build it. I'll build it live on a show here. You get to see someone build your PC for you, and get it done for free. Make a show out of it. I won't charge you. Again, won't stop you if you want to donate a few bucks to me, but I won't charge you, man.
Thomas Potts says you're a miracle worker for being able to fix Wesley issues.
Well, he did have a Borg, like a quantum error. Like, and this guy had like paradox of hard drives that he was. But no, I got him fixed up. Not only did I get him fixed up, but I walked him through it without seeing it. Like I literally showed you how a tech could be without seeing your screen or saying I have to log on, and I walked him through it by memory. Wait, you're on this. Nope. Make sure you click this. Yeah, but like I'm not even seeing his screen. And then the one thing that I had to say, all right, hey Wesley, can you let me log on? Can I just see this real quick? After all I've done for him, that's when he was like, you could tell he was like, okay. I'm like, dude, we just swiped your hard drive. It's not like you have anything on that computer for me anyway right now, man. Just let me see this one. And we got right through it, fixed them up fine, got him booted up, and he was happy, man. I haven't seen him in a lot. I don't know if he's been busy or something, but I haven't seen him around.
He works during the daytime, about 6 days a week. Like so.
Yeah, but he was bad because his C drive was filled to the brim. He was in a bad situation. We got him fixed up. And then whatchamacallit today, Truckee Girl had a really bad Discord error that couldn't get past. And I fixed that up, no problem as well.
Fun fact, Wesley is the reason why his hard drive was so full was all Dr. Pulaski porn.
Yeah. That's funny. That's funny.
He's going to kill me. See, Epic Beer says Wes is a cheater. Confirmed. He had 45 hard drives full of porn. Exactly. Dr. Pulaski.
Dude, I've seen...
And Admiral O, or whatever, Commodore O.
Commodore. Yeah, that's one thing I wish I could never unsee, and that's when I was first doing computer fixing, and I was like, I had to start from the bottom. This is like way back when I first started. And I had to go to people's houses. I had a Yellow Pages advertisement, and people called me, and I'd go to random strangers' houses, no matter where they lived. As long as you called me, I went to your house, and let's just say not a lot of them were in really nice neighborhoods. And the things I saw on people's hard drives made me bring my own mouse and keyboard to every place I went. And you just see it in a glance, and you're not like I'm clicking it and opening it up or anything. But if you know anything about computers, you don't need to open up a file to know what the file is. And I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it. Matter of fact, I had one client. And this is funny, guys. Check this out, right? I had one client that I had to fix his daughter's computer, and her laptop. She was in college. And her laptop started acting up really bad. And when you know computers, you know how you can tell what the person did by what kind of virus they have. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certain things you get by doing certain things. And that's not necessarily 100% true, but it's like 99.9, okay? So I found out what she was doing that got herself infected, and I had to straight face to the father. Did you get the problem fixed? Yeah. Oh yeah. And then I looked at her, and I think she knew that I knew what she was doing. And I said, "Yep, I'll fix her. Not a problem. Is it going to happen again? No, I don't think it's going to happen again, sir. Right? No, I don't think it's gonna happen." I mean, you could tell. I think she knew that I knew, and I'm just like, no. I just had to keep a straight face and not tell her. Listen, your daughter's watching porn, and she clicked the wrong porn channel. I couldn't do it, and she's a looker too. I was like, I just inside my head, I was just, oh my god, biting my tongue so hard, and it's like, here you go, you're all clean, computer's running great.
You sure she wasn't making the porn?
Yeah.
Dude, no. She, oh god, dude, I just can't. She was doing something, yeah, definitely.
Hello,
But
Mr.
that's just. Hey, Mr. Londell, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay.
Good.
Okay.
Still don't know what the hell happened with that second movie.
You broke the internet, man. You broke the internet, my friend. I thought it would because I thought it was my computer at first. I'm like, what? Because I have a mouse that has these weird two buttons right where you put your freaking thumb, and of course they make them the forward and back keys right on. So I thought I accidentally hit it. I'm like, oh crap, get back, and then you weren't there, and I'm like, what? Did he unsubscribe me? Did I say something wrong? What the heck? I couldn't.
No, but actually, that's the second time. I think I've got to go back to where I got those movies from and check. I think I hit like part of a trailer or something instead of the movie.
Oh, did you? So you didn't pre-scrub it?
No.
Okay, Mr. Lundell, just being a computer guy, I'm gonna tell you right now, you need to pre-scrub your movie, sir, because it might say ABC and it might be XXX.
Yeah, one of these days,
Oh yeah.
halfway through the movie, it's hardcore. Just
And no, it might even be the first minute, and they'll fool you and just cut right into some midget hardcore stuff or something. Like, just open it up and scrub right through it real quick.
This site it's like a library, and so I trust it.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, Demonoid in Pirate Bay is a library as well, and
No, it's not one of those type. It's
I know. All right.
It's an archive for stuff like that.
Okay.
Cool.
For
these type movies and other like printed and recorded material. So it's trustworthy.
Cool.
nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd love putting you on, even if I'm busy and I can't do anything, boss. I just put you on one of my screens and you just watch while I'm working. You know, it's one of the things I love about my job is how I can just do one thing and just I have multiple screens. You know, I mean, literally, you can just do whatever while I'm doing something else.
pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's not like it's AT or it's not like it's something you have to super pay attention to. You know what I mean? You can just have it on like radio, or maybe
Yes.
that's just me. I don't know.
You actually pay attention to Andy Tricker?
No. Sometimes he makes you wanna. It's all. You wanna hear him say what you say. Thing. You know what I mean?
But he's an expert on non-existent spaceships. I mean, come on.
Fictional supernovas.
Yeah, I mean, this type of starship is better than this class, and he always liked the original Connie. Who gives a shit? I mean, first off, from just a design perspective, those ships are so damn impractical. Until you get to like the Defiant, that's probably the most practical design ship in all of those Trek shows.
Yeah.
I keep telling him for a long time, if we even get that technologically advanced, for a long time, spaceships are going to look like submarines because it just makes more sense.
Well, I always laughed that I was actually happy that finally in Enterprise someone actually decided to target the bridge.
Oh, yeah.
It took
right.
that long to have an enemy actually say, "Hey, target the bridge." It's like, well, no shit, it's a fucking target right in the center of a bullseye. That, and I don't know why they don't ever just target the warp nacelle pylons.
Yeah. Just cut one of them some bitches off and he's screwed.
And why don't they have like double of like where's the backup nacelles for God's sakes? You know, they must have thought because 2 meant backup, but no, you need both of them. Damn it. That's what there was one ship that actually had backup mini nacelles. Like they had a smaller nacelle inside of another nacelle kind of thing. I don't remember where it was from though.
Really? I have no idea.
But no, you're right. Yeah, I mean, I think the Borg had it right with their sphere ship. Because when we start traveling faster than light, we need that perfection sphere to be able to move a certain way. A submarine might work, but it's still prone to, if you screw up, it starts tumbling and rolling. At least a sphere, it doesn't matter what angle you hit it at. You know what I mean? There's no off angle in a sphere, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, but a sphere is only the perfect shape where if the outside changes direction, the inside, because it could be like a gyroscope, will always remain the same. You can't do that inside of a cube or any other kind of shape. You know what I mean?
I never thought about that.
That's why I like flying saucers, because a lot of people don't realize flying saucers. Okay, so if you know this, right? You can take a wheel. Let's say a wheel, right? If you spin a wheel fast enough, that wheel could weigh 1,000 pounds, not spinning, but when it spins fast enough, you can lift it with a single finger. And that's the idea of flying saucers. The outer cone should be the spinning part.
That design is so impractical. Ask any aerospace engineer. That's the worst shape you want.
Yeah.
It's impractical for moving, but it's not impractical for levitation, is what I'm trying to say. Centrifugal force.
You'd be completely screwed if you lost engine power because you'd have zero lift.
Well, it wouldn't be it's not engine based. That's the thing. I would have to show you the video that what I'm talking about. But if you spin a cylinder fast enough, no matter how heavy the original object is, you can lift it with minimal force. You wouldn't need a huge engine. Centrifugal force allows for levitation on a gravitational plane via the Earth.
I know.
You guys, you know what I'm talking.
I didn't want to wake him and be rude.
Yeah, where's Bird of Prey? He's the freaking engineer.
He's napping. I think.
Yeah. Where is? Yeah, he'd agree.
I'm listening. I'm biting my tongue.
Am I wrong, dude? They have it's scientific fact.
I mean,
Please.
Get some engineering into this.
Yes, please.
Listen, for UFO levitation, everything that we've seen, that people claim to see,
Yeah.
they seem to have control of gravity. Like they have their own gravity
They
bubble
break the
where
rules.
inertia
Mhm.
doesn't affect them, and I would
Mhm.
say gravity probably doesn't affect them.
Mhm.
So, whatever they're using, assuming they are real, I
Mhm.
think it is so far beyond, anything we could even think of right now. It's not that they're using jet engines or rocket engines
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
or anything that we would perceive as being able to create thrust.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I don't think they're rotating fast enough to for centrifugal forces to really make a difference.
But
Uh,
you get my physics behind it, right?
I mean,
It is true. You could lift. There's a guy on YouTube that did it right now. He took a motor and spun a disc so hard it was like 100 pounds, and he spun it on a stick, and he was able to lift this thing with one hand because it was spinning so hard. He could lift it with one hand. It was something that you couldn't lift with two hands if it wasn't spinning. That's the process I'm talking about. And you could make a design that looked like because when I was thinking about it, I was like, wait a second. If you were to design that into a ship, what would it look like? Son of a bee, it would look like a UFO. Because the centerpiece wouldn't be spinning, the outer piece would be spinning, and that centerpiece would just need a little bit of thrust to lift that heavy ass object in the air. Now, given we're talking about huge, we're talking about huge rotational force, but look at the jet planes that we have now that are spinning like crazy. Like we could do it if we had the right technology. It's not like it's impossible. It's far from impossible. It's more possible than warp speed. I'll tell you that much.
Just quick want to say hi to Matthew. He just joined us.
Oh, hey, what up, Matthew? What's going on? Hey guys, I'll be right back.
And yeah,
Quick
I do
breather.
want to stop that character. I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot about it. So I'm free all week long. So any day that you're available, Matt, we can do that. I'm game. And tomorrow is the Fluffy Bottom Drunk stream again tomorrow.
So Life with Matthew says that's not how math works.
Oh well, LDG. All right, guys, say goodbye to the bunnies. My camera's dying.
Bye bye, buddies.
Yeah. You know you could be a chick magnet with these damn rabbits. You know that, don't you?
Well, you'd think so. Apparently, I'm a dude magnet, though. Life with Magic says, I'm gonna try things a bit different tomorrow. Maybe do 4 people instead of all 6, and no one gets left out of the conversation. Well, I mean, Matt, it shouldn't be too bad. LDG says he's gonna stay sober this time, so people should be able to get a word in. You just got to make sure LDG and Anti-Tracker aren't on at the same time, because then no one will be able to talk.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
especially when Andy Tricker bogs everything down in his head cannon.
Yeah. So I mean, sometimes I envy you guys. I mean, you guys think way deep on some of this stuff, and I can never just sit around and think about some of that. Sorry if that was loud. I was unwrapping a muffin. So, what's everyone's plans for tomorrow? Anything special?
Just doing my normal Enterprise stream with Rambling Canuck.
That's right. You're doing 2 episodes, right?
I don't know if I can convince him to do 2. I'll
Oh.
be nice. I'll be nice.
Very cool.
And I have film noir for tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Yeah, me, nothing. I might go do some Instacart tomorrow, but that's pretty much it. Mainly, I'm also assuming my neighbor's gonna want me to do a grocery run for them again soon. So
Right.
I'm assuming that's tomorrow. It was Wednesday last week, so the last 2 weeks actually. So I'm assuming it's gonna be tomorrow again.
I think that would be a good assumption since it's been that way the past 2 weeks. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Chief Miles. Yeah, I started over about an hour ago. I restarted.
What did I miss here?
2 hours ago now.
LDG and AT at the same time would be World War III. I would love to debate with AT. Yes.
That would be insane.
Yes, I would love it.
We could all take bets on who could talk the longest.
Well, I think
Talk a lot.
Anti-Tracker would just start streaming LDG. LDG would start streaming Anti-Tracker. And I'm pretty sure that causes the universe to implode. It's like a divide by zero error. We're done for.
Like matter and antimatter together just cancel each other out. Oh, the irresistible force meets the immovable object.
It sounds about right.
We could let them fight over the Gordian knot.
I had to look that one up. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, what did you say? The
Gordian knot. I'm
I
looking
may
it up right now.
I may have pronounced it wrong.
Oh,
it's It's the puzzle that Alexander the Great solved.
Oh, the Gordian knot.
an extremely difficult or involved problem. Okay, the Gordian knot is a legend of Pelargium Orgium. If I said that right, Gordium, associated with Alexander the Great. It is often used as a metaphor for intractable objects solved easily by finding the approach that blah. Yeah, you know. Okay, wow.
Remember, he just grabbed a sword and hacked at it.
Mm.
I think you solve it by saying
Outside the box.
Muslim wife from the USSR is the best choice. Open sesame.
Chief Miles asks, "Oh, and AT told me you're an Asian, so I got to ask, would you request he does an Asian con accent?" I'll definitely do that next in his stream tomorrow. Remind me, and I will. I don't care if people make fun of me.
Yeah, he outed you. He outed you as Asian.
I heard he said something that I might find offensive in his last stream, but I really don't care. So
he said you have to look. Yeah, if you haven't seen Cinnabon, you have to look at him. He has the best look, something like that. And he said,
look at him and point at
"You're
him."
Asian." I think he's got a thing for Asians.
Maybe. I have to say, don't let the hair fool you. Not gay.
I think you're the only one that can really give Anti-Tracker a run for hair length, and as dudes go.
Absolutely.
Got it though. So it's actually gotten to a point where it's bothering me. It's like so whenever I sit back, I'm have my head trapped. I can't move my damn head.
Really?
Actually, I was thinking of doing that on stream the other night, just cutting my hair, but I figured that would be boring as shit. Fuck.
See, now that's one thing I'm surprised people are not. I don't know if it's just me, but there's one thing that I thought that they should have been doing during this whole CV thing is making protection, virus protection, like doorknobs, like doorknob covers and masks out of hair. Because unlike regular masks, the virus just sticks to it, and the virus can like either go through it or you touch it. But hair is made of cells, and viruses
Hair is not
penetrate
made
cells.
of cells.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's not.
I looked it up. Hair are
Okay.
cells. They're hair cells. They multiply. They're
Hair
cells.
follicles create hair, but hair itself is not a cell.
Okay, I gotta confirm this.
Chief Miles, yeah, actually, I do have one. I have one sister. She's a year older than me.
Let's see. What
Also
does
says
Corbin say?
You obviously haven't seen his hair, Bird, because he must be able to give AT a run for his money too. I don't think I've ever seen a picture of Mr. Miles either, so I have no idea how long his hair is.
See, this is what I'm saying. Now it's saying like it's cells, but it's like dead cells, but it's still a cell.
I think Resolute Germ killed the argument. Everything is made of cells. Good point.
Not everything is made of cells. Atoms aren't made of cells. Nails aren't made of cells.
Elements are not made of cell. Exactly. Cells are a system made from a system. It says, I don't know. I'm reading that it's dead. It's dead cells. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
The Epic Beard also says it's.
But there's still cells, and virus attack cells, whether they're alive or dead. There's still cells. That's how viruses work. They can't survive outside of a cell unless they're airborne.
They can't survive outside of a cell, then how can they survive in the air?
No, they survive for a time. They don't survive.
Yeah, but you understand
indefinitely.
viruses on metal surfaces without humidity, they die within minutes, sometimes, a little longer for some. They don't last long on a doorknob. They'd probably last longer in hair.
Yeah.
Anything that retains moisture keeps the virus alive longer.
And you're correct, but my whole point was the second a virus hits a cell, it enters the cell.
No, I would disagree.
That's how a virus propagates.
It just because it finds a dead cell doesn't mean it can enter a dead cell.
It's not alive. It's an automatic thing, I thought.
Okay, is there an epidemiologist in the house? This is clear.
Okay, I am not a doctor. I'm going off of what I've learned and what I've read in books and whatnot from credible sources. But yeah, I'm pieced together my logic here. But from what I can tell, a virus doesn't choose what it does. It just does what it's DNA that the only way it can replicate is by entering a cell and then using the cell to replicate itself. And then when the cell dies and explodes because the virus initiates its self-destruction protocol inside your DNA, the cell explodes and that releases more of the virus. That's how the virus
you understand that the virus can't infect a hair cell. If assuming
that's what I'm asking. That's my whole point.
Exist. You would at least submit that a virus does not enter a hair cell, multiply, and explode.
No, if it's a dead cell, then it can't explode. That would actually be a safety thing. I don't know. I want someone to actually prove if a virus can enter a hair cell, because if it can, and even if it couldn't, just make... my whole point was to make protective stuff out of cells. You could take skin cells and do the same thing with it.
I think that would be the opposite, because then you would have it living in the cells and it would come out on your hand when you touch the doorknob.
Yeah, bird would infect the doorknob, and you would get the infection opening the door after bird and you had handled it.
A metal doorknob is pretty good thing to have compared to an organic covered doorknob. I mean, it's like the whole point.
I don't know about that. I just wish somebody would come out with a test and prove it right or wrong, because I thought it was a great idea.
That's why we wear rubber gloves as opposed to gloves made out of, intestines of animals, which are cells.
That's only because it costs more money to do it that way, I guess.
I-
But I would want to see somebody prove it. Is what I'm saying. But I think it's a great idea, and I think there might be an in between where, if we did it right, we could make something out of cells. The virus hits the cell, it goes in the cell. Once it's in the cell, it can't infect another person. If it lands on a surface where it can
yes,
survive
it
for a
can
while,
infect another person. Of course, it can.
not if it's in a
That's how
cell.
people get sick. If let's say I touched a sick person and I got their cells on me, and then I touch my face, then I get sick.
Yeah, I think we're overstating it a little bit there, but
Mr. Miles says the virus will leave traces in hair that grows while they're infected. Same with drugs. Don't ask why he knows that. And,
again,
he also
don't
says,
know. I just wish
get
somebody
a
would
brass
prove it.
doorknob. Brass is antimicrobial.
So silver,
hmm
but microbes are different than viruses, aren't they?
The microbes are made out of cells.
The virus is in a cell.
No, a virus isn't, but a microbe is. And in that UV thing, that's just stupid. UV light's only going to kill a virus that isn't already in a cell. That would be great to use inside of air sterilization equipment, where you hit the air with high UV light, so it kills any viruses that are floating in the air. Yeah, I agree with that. But hitting yourself with UV light, you're just going to give yourself skin cancer.
No, you don't use it on yourself.
And yeah, swallowing bleach isn't going to work either.
Shit.
Good thing nobody ever suggested swallowing bleach.
No, but we had people thinking someone did,
Well,
and that's just as dangerous.
well,
Now, there are people that actually do think that he said that.
I know. That's what I'm
I
saying.
think that's what he said, but he didn't.
Yes.
That's
But
because
just-
those
but
are
just-
the people that listen that watch CNN and MSNBC. Those dumb folks, yeah, they think he said it because somebody on MSNBC told him he
That-
said it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
The
like
two-
that grandfather paradox, right? When you go back and stop, like we were talking about today, the very thing that you try stopping, it creates it. You know what I mean? We were talking about Captain Trek was talking about, and it was funny too how he said it too, because I was thinking about it. He's like, "Why do we have to put stupid stuff like we have to put tickets on irons that say do not iron while clothes is on?" Well, guess what? You just saved a few lives, but you just cost a couple because now you got a few people who did it just because you said not to. You know what I mean? So the very thing that you tried to save, you actually did, but you also created at the same time.
Why would they say not to do it if it wasn't super easy and saved a lot of time? Because I know they're trying to waste my time. No, it's true. I see a government warning, and the first thing I want to do is the opposite.
Right? Don't remove sticker.
Don't, danger, high voltage. I say bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit. Let me touch it. Yeah, let me touch it.
I'll be the judge of that.
I could live this. Yeah, sure. Phase me, bro.
40,000 volts. But how many amps is the question?
Yeah.
Who cares about the voltage?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter because it only takes one to fry your ass. So
Yeah,
Doesn't
but
matter
that's
how
what
many.
I'd say. Assuming I survived, I'd say, listen, they warned me about the voltage. They said high voltage, but voltage doesn't kill you. Amperage does.
Yep.
So they didn't warn me about the amperage, which is what they really
Mhm.
should be warning me about. They shouldn't say high voltage. they should say
absolutely
high
right.
amperage. I
Oh,
get a
that's what you said.
50,000 volt shock when I touch a doorknob after walking on the carpet. That's nothing.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Voltage doesn't kill you. It's the amps. But you don't see high amperage signs. Yeah, I think they did that because nobody knew what an amp was. They just know what the voltage is.
Night Breeze says there's a warning on a curling irons. Do not insert into any orifice.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Because that was the first thing I thought of. Like,
Yeah.
where would this go?
Pretty hot.
And the fact that you're a male saying that is
That's
even
the
worse.
Momo challenge. You insert it, and then you see how long after you plug it in you can hold out.
Oh god, that's funny.
If you can make it to 5 minutes, you beat the Momo challenge.
Honestly, Mr. Miles, salt doorknob, that would actually probably be a good idea.
Something, right? Well, this is what pisses me off because we've been heading this way, right? And and you go to a bathroom, right? And what did they do? First, they came out with the paper towels that you didn't have to touch, and then they came out with self-flushing toilets. Then they came out with self-serving water spigots, and then after all that, we still got to touch the freaking door.
Well, actually,
all that work just gets canceled, huh?
a salt doorknob probably would be bad if you had a cut on your hand, though. I would probably burn
Clean it. Clean the wound.
What's weird is that the opening doors was the one tech that we probably could have done Star Trek wise 40 years ago with our doors, but we still really haven't.
Yeah.
Except in like stores and stuff.
What cracks me up is we could have had that without any kind of high tech anything. Just make doors that you can open with your foot. That way, everyone's just using their shoes, and it's very simple to do a door that opens up with your foot. You know what I mean? Whether it's sliding or some kind of push thing, using your foot instead of your hand. You know what I mean? Because you still got to use your hand anyway. It's same mechanics, same exact mechanics. And that way you don't have to worry about touching anything. And it's a really simple thing.
Doors opened in Airplane 2. You just walk up to it and go, shh.
Yes, I like that.
Mr. Miles wants to know how fiberglass is made. Can you do that with salt?
Oh no, it's a combination of when the glass atoms eat a high fiber diet. That creates it.
It's glass and Wheaties put together.
Nick Crease was actually struck by lightning as a kid. Wow.
Really? As a kid, you were struck by lightning? Did it give you any superpowers?
Unbreakable.
Can you sense what plants are thinking or something?
Hey, Ensign.
Yo, Ricky.
Hello, Ensign Ricky.
Just put my fingers on the ice from last night of like playing for like 10 hours straight on YouTube. So what has been going on today?
Not a thing. It's been a slow day, so
Yeah.
Today's been hell, man.
So I just figured I'd jump back on.
Great big hell.
Night Breeze says, unfortunately, no, but it did shoot him across the TV room floor.
Yeah, we got at least another 3 hours before DJ stream. So,
Wow, you were in the house when you were struck by lightning?
That's not right. I
Wow.
thought it was safe from lightning in the house.
I smoke all the weed. Yay me. Yeah. Yeah.
Share the wealth, Epic Beard. Share the wealth.
If we can make fiber weed, we can make fiber salt. You know what?
I can still go for some of that.
I watched the Netflix. I was watching the Netflix thing, the new one come out called Cooked with Cannabis. And oh my God, dude, what has this world come to? These people, it's got Ricky Lake on it. It's like one of the contestants. And these judges, it's like a cooking show. And the judges give them a theme, and the three cooks make cannabis infused food. And like, I mean, this food is literally like 2 fucking milligrams per dish. And these judges are like, whoa, man, I'm so fucking stoned. You know, like, and Ricky, I mean, it's like, dude, this is, I need like 10 of those fucking dishes. Dude, I mean, like 2 milligrams, dude. Are you fucking serious? But yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy, just fucking watching people cook with all this fucking cannabis and shit. And definitely fun to watch how they like fake being stoned. So I mean, it's like there's no way you ate like 10 milligrams of pot and a 5-course meal, and you can tell me you're stoned. There's no way. And the cook is just like this. I mean, like the main judge is just, I don't know, he's just a really weird dude. I don't even know, they got really weird people for this shit. And but it's interesting. It fucking definitely is because they have like everybody's like, oh yeah, give me dabs, give me weed, dude. They have a THC solvable powder that you put in water for cooking. Give me that shit, okay? Like that is the shit I want. Like not fucking none of this fucking like THC oil, CBD, dude. Dissolvable water, dissolvable cannabis. Fucking yeah, dude. I'd fucking wake up to that shit.
Sounds like a good way to kill yourself.
I don't yeah, you have to eat a lot of it to kill you. I mean, a shitload.
That's crazy, Night Breeze.
That is.
Glad you're okay, I guess. I mean, I assume you're okay. I'm glad you made it.
You would be talking to us, right? No. Yes. That is right.
Well, come on, Matthew. You work on oil rigs. You should be used to it.
For real, though, especially working on oil rigs. He's impeccably dressed for working on oil rigs, though, like all the time.
They're growing THC on the yeast now. Soon they will, Ricky.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, that's the shit I want, dude. I'd stop smoking. I'd fucking drink pot.
I want the what is it? DHT, I think it's called.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the show, it said the lady said water soluble cannabis she used for the sauce. I was like, what? Give me that shit, dude. I mean, like, fuck yeah.
See, Night Breeze, now I'm scared to watch TV in a thunderstorm.
Right.
I mean, I knew you were not supposed to like take a shower during a storm, but I've never heard of someone getting hit by lightning just by having their antenna hit. That's insane.
Do you have an antenna or do you have cable?
Cable, but there is an old dish on the roof still.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you have that old dish brought to a ground, you should be okay.
Yeah, I was going to say they should be grounded anyway, but I mean, just they should make houses automatic Faraday cages for God's sakes.
I'm shocked that houses don't come with lightning rods by default.
Yeah,
And that
Oh,
seems
we
like
have-
something we fixed 300 years ago.
Yep.
Why don't we have them?
We have insulation.
But there's not an actual lightning rod on the house.
No, only in most skyscrapers because they're at high up, they're at risk. I guess the higher
There
you're
should be like a rod on every chimney that then goes to the ground.
not everybody's got a chimney.
Yeah, but I do, and I don't have a rod.
You're like, yeah, I do. I was like, I don't have no chimney.
Yeah, but you wouldn't.
Not a
you wouldn't-
big chimney, mind you. It's not like a fireplace. It's just there's an old TV antenna on top of it,
And there's a wire.
and it runs into the closet, and I cut it there.
Yeah, it has to go into the ground.
You should have checked. You should check and see if you've got a ground wire running from that antenna to your fuse box.
I would bet not.
Probably not.
And to address,
It should be.
But it could just go straight down the house into the dirt. I mean,
that
Yeah,
might
that'd be okay too.
Earth.
But
You want to put it into Earth.
yeah, but normally they'll just hook it to right there where your service comes in, the power service.
Mhm.
There's a ground there.
Yeah, you need grounds everywhere. I mean, grounds are very important.
Yep.
Very, very important. Can't
They
stress.
burn down a house.
Live with Matthew. Oh man, if I can cover up the logo, should I wear my fire? Yes, you should do a stream in oil rig gear.
That'd be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Miles, I don't think
Definitely.
anyone ever has. I did my
Yeah, I don't think so.
report in high school on smoking weed or something, and we
Well,
talked
I mean-
after. I think he said that you would have to smoke like 5 pounds and just
It's
straight
like
smoking.
2.5 pounds in 10 minutes or some shit.
Yeah, something.
I mean, like that is like literally your lungs. No way. Of
Yeah.
course you'd die. You would have no air.
Suffocate.
Yeah,
exactly.
suffocate. There you go. There's your death. Like the man tried to OD in pot.
Yeah, I think you'd probably die from suffocation before overdose.
Yeah, I
mean,
think you
2
could
pounds.
die from sex before you die from that.
Absolutely. 2 pounds in 10 minutes, dude. No. I mean, even if you were Snoop Dogg, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking Willie Nelson, and even had an IV of pot. There's no fucking way. There's no way.
I'm going to drop out.
From eating it.
Okay, Bird. Thanks,
Get
man.
into my bedtime.
Thank you,
Guys,
Bird.
just please remember to, if you do a prayer or good vibes or whatever for number one sci-fi, if you're not sure where he is in the hospital with the virus. He never wrote back. I'm not sure if or when he'll write back, but he says he's going to be in the hospital till he recovers, so he probably won't be around for a while.
Yeah.
Ouch. I did not hear that.
He got that today. He found out and he entered the hospital today.
Wow. He's
Wow.
like fucking close to me, dude. He's like 3 hours away from me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's in like Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's Jacksonville. And Sith Lord's in Tallahassee, I believe, around that area. So those are the two kids that are right next to me.
I'm in Orlando.
Oh,
Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll be listening for a few more minutes.
Take it easy, Bird.
Have a good night, Bird.
Wow, man.
Later, bud. Yeah, I didn't know about that. I didn't hear about that crap.
We're all in the northern Florida area.
No, I knew number one was in Florida. I didn't know he was diagnosed with the virus.
Yeah, I mean, that was news to me too today, just right now. I mean, we were just talking to him like a couple days ago.
Yeah, I hope he has it's not bad for him. And
Well, they were saying, no one's talking about, you know how when you get a virus, it mutates every time it finds a new person. So you can actually get double infected.
Yeah, and I mean,
that's what you got to get worried.
I mean, the effects range from just simple smell loss to taste loss to almost nothing sometimes. Mm-hmm. There's kids that get sick for a day and then they're done. So, I mean, it's different for everybody. It is really a person-by-person basis. The only thing that they said was if you have an O blood type, you're far more resistant than someone that A is the worst, I believe. Right. So if you're B to O, you have a better chance of fighting it and getting over it and maybe not even feeling the effects of it than if you were blood type A. And I'm O positive. My mom's O negative, and my son's B positive, I believe.
Yeah. Someone needs to really break down this virus and find out if it was artificially created, man. Because I'd be some shit if someone did do something.
There's so many people that have come out and said it was.
No, it's so coincident. It's too. I don't trust. Just like Garrick, I do not trust coincidence.
Oh yeah, I mean it's awfully convenient. I mean
it's awfully convenient coincidence. Every single aspect of this damn virus is way too spells. Someone did something bad, and the way they have I forgot the name of it. The way they can do it now, they can change viruses and stuff. I forgot the name of it. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but they can do it. The technology is out there right now. They can take a simple virus and they can change it and alter it in a way that where it only affects older people. And it's funny how it's only shaving off, right?
Well, it's bioengineering. Yeah, you can bioengineer a virus to do almost anything. You can make a non-lethal virus lethal.
Yes. Yep. I guess I can't think of the name of the process that I heard of recently that they know how to do now. It has one of those acronyms that means something.
I mean, technically, it's like bioengineering. I mean, yeah, that's the best way you can describe it, I guess.
Yeah.
But there's got to be ways to if you could analyze this virus and prove that it's been some country did this or some.
Well, you probably most likely need to go to the source then, and that is an indefinite.
China.
Yeah.
We all don't want to say it, but you just said it, right? we all know. Yeah, we all know what I was trying to say.
That's how they kill viruses. You go to the source that caused it.
Yes. Coincidentally, coming from the country that has what? Overpopulation. Like the world's number one overpopulation.
Them in India are the worst.
Yep. China could replace the world's population like 4 times over.
Well, not that much.
No, I'm not joking. I think it is like 4 times over. They got like what 4 or 5 billion people.
think it's
No, it's slightly over 1 billion Chinese.
Yeah,
The
it's
world population is like 7 billion.
yeah.
yeah. It's India's the same way. There's India's got 1 billion people too.
1.39 billion. Okay, you're right.
There's a lot of Patels.
And there's only 350,000 people in America. Of 350 million people in
Billion, yeah.
America. So they could replace America 10 times over. Or well, no, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times over.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's not a surprise they're so big. I mean, they've been the only continuous society for 4,000 years.
Russia's pretty big too.
Yep. Thomas asked, did you see how they test for it? I'm not sure. Are they doing blood tests still, or is it? Didn't they do a nasal swab now?
The nasal swab where they fucking stick it to your back of your throat through your nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, which caused people to cough on the people or sneeze on the people that were administering it.
Yeah, I mean it's not a comfortable thing.
Thomas says, in the ancient world, they used to catapult plague-infected bodies into cities to infect the city. Yep, that was the first bioweapons.
Bring on the sick. Throw them into the wall. Yeah, but for Russia, no, you're absolutely right. It is very cold in Russia.
Yeah, I was just looking up the numbers right now. So yeah, India is basically right behind China. Like
India's
right behind it. Like 0.04 billion behind it.
I mean, like they're very close. India and China are the top people in the world. That's the two top populations.
And somehow United States is number 3. I doubt that. No, wait. Maybe I'm reading this wrong.
Well, maybe I mean we have a larger landmass than most countries do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Eastern conquerors.
I mean, Slovakia has less population than the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, I could fit 2 Slovakias in Chicago. Just Chicago alone.
Yeah.
2 Slovakias, 2 full countries. It's really fucked up to think about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like people are like, Italy, oh my God. Yeah, Italy doesn't have many fucking people in it, man. Right. And a majority of them are, it's like they have the legit oldest population in the world. Like almost everybody is like 60% seniors. Yeah. And yeah, it devastated them, of course. Obviously. Yeah. But I mean, like, you can't compare that to the US because if we had the same, we would have to have like 10 times their fucking number infected to even come close to their population per capita. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's hard to compare numbers like that.
Yeah, what it is it has to do with the education of a population. The Europe and the United States, mostly, highly educated societies, the birth rate is lower for some strange reason.
People get smarter and they don't want to talk to other people.
You think?
Because yeah, I don't want to say this, but like,
well, I mean, it's the
America. They think you can have kids is like it's like an upgrade.
Well, you know what I mean? China, if you have more, they fucking kill your kids if you have.
No,
more.
they stopped that. Yeah. They stopped that recently.
Yeah,
they will not kill your kids anymore. But at the same time,
they'll force you into putting them up for adoption, though.
Yeah, but they did. They had a law that said it's against the law to have more than one child, straight up. But they did. I heard they went back on that, but they're just because of humanitarian reasons. But they're still pushing.
No, they had all these. They got all these single fucking men running around, and that causes more problems than you think.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yep. Guys can be idiots. I know. I know. But it's all screwed up, if you ask me, man. We need to hurry up and get on the.
Well, I mean, the thing that's really scary is now that the Dow is so far down, it's already went down to there's certain lines.
CRISPR, that's it. Yes, Jeff.
That allow to get down to work, and now the reason why we're being forced to go back to work, besides this virus, because we'll be lucky if the fucking banks can sustain another week, and analysts have already said this will be worse than 2008. This will be probably the worst thing in human history if people don't go back to work, and that's why everybody's getting pushed to go back to work right now. But the thing they're not telling you is fucking, you know.
Well, that's because we
gonna
didn't
crash,
freeze the
you know?
economy. We froze the people without freezing the economy as well. And it's a global thing. That means everyone's being affected. We should have froze everything. And we're being hurt right now because the economy is going to bounce back in our face in a way. What happens when you don't work? The economy punishes us. And the economy is going to punish us because we're not working. But it's not because we're not working. It's because the government froze us without freezing the economy.
Yeah, it's hard to stop the monster from going.
But you're going to say, oh, well, LD, you can't freeze the economy. Okay, if it was just America doing this, I'd agree with you. But it's the entire world doing this. Everyone is doing this. We could have done it this time because I'm freezing it. You're freezing it. You're freezing it. It's not just one country freezing it. It's everybody working together to freeze it.
Yeah, I mean, it's our biggest problem is just the population and how we're spread out, and half the people care and half that don't. That's why countries like New Zealand do have, 7 million people are corona free right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's just they had better mental. It's easier to control 7 million people in one spot than it is 350 million people across 1,000 kilometers. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then we have people who are not even on the grid. You know what I'm saying? We have people. We have fucking right wing nuts that live in fucking Montana, and doomsday prepper. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Just we have a very diverse group of people here. And
I tell you right now, all those crazy people that we saw a couple of years back that spent so much money on underground bunkers and food for years, we're not looking at them so crazy right now, are we?
The doomsday preppers, man. There are people out there that have full fucking vaults. My old boss, he has to keep it secret. The guys I work for, but his dad, they're super rich. They live in Tennessee, and his dad's got a full blown fucking like hotel under their house. Basically, I mean, he's just like, yeah, we got like 7 bedrooms. We got what, dude? Fucking 7 bedrooms? What the holy shit? And he said like 4 or 5. It's like 3 living rooms, 7 bedrooms, like 5 bathrooms. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's insane, but it's like a literal like city underground. It's gonna be like Fallout. We're all gonna go underground and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come out when it's fucking ready to come. The fucking world's ready to heal itself from all the nuclear shit.
I'm glad that we're getting to finally see this whole. The one thing I'm liking about this is that we're letting technology do its job, allowing us not to work, and we're finally seeing that what happens when technology gets to the point when we don't have to work and we can start enjoying our lives without the virus threat. We're all gonna be broke, but that's what technology is supposed to do.
As soon as someone invents the replicator,
oh, it's game over. Yeah, that's no. Well, actually, it depends who invents it. And I hate using the word. I hate using the word event, but
say hi in 2063.
Jeff, yes, you were out. If you didn't hear me the first time, CRISPR is the word I was looking for. Yes, that was the virus editing method. CRISPR, yes.
But yeah, it's a crazy world out there right now, man. And like I said, like the banks are freaking because they have one more line to cross, and if they cross that line, we are in shit. And that's the whole economy. All the banks, they're all in shit past that line. We got one more week to find out. So if this week doesn't like really heal it, we are going into. People are suggesting that's worse than even the 29 depression.
Yeah, I honestly don't see it. There's a lot of tools that our Fed still has in their tool belt that they can help get us out of this once we're done. A lot of people are worried about massive inflation. I'm not worried. I'm not there yet, just because the Fed can actually just we're at almost 0% interest rate, so we can actually just raise rates to suck equity out of the markets. So I don't really see a problem with inflation unless things get completely out of hand and we're completely shut down for much longer than we are. Right now, the banking system's still working. Lending markets are still working correctly. Debt markets are still flowing. People are still buying and selling debt. So, I mean, unless you have a shit ton of defaults coming in the next month or so, banks built up their cash reserves to about 10 times of what they usually carry. So they're prepared for a shit ton of defaults coming through.
I don't see anybody stepping up saying that they're not going to collect rent or they're going to give rent leniency. I am not seeing anybody talk about that. Everyone still has to pay rent and has to
I'm
pay their
still down
mortgage.
with
And
the
even if
$2,000 monthly checks. That sign me up.
I didn't even get mine. I just got my taxes done yet. Well, they're still not even done yet, right? I went to get my taxes done, and they were like, "Drop them off, and we'll finish them for you." I'm like, "No, do my taxes now. I want my check." But you know, people are going. Even if the people who get a loan, just that just means you have to pay double. Having a low interest loan is not a fix; it's a burden. You have to pay double now. And when you get back to work, you're going to make double the amount of money when you get back to work.
That's the thing that sucks because you're gonna have like 3 months of bills with 1 week of pay.
Yeah, we're all getting caught behind. It's like pass and go without getting your 300. How many more properties can you buy? Anyway, I hope something happens positive. That's why it's one of the main reasons why I thought it was perfect timing with my channel is I help people fix their computers for free and get them do something to help people out.
Absolutely. I'm glad you're able to do that.
Just wish I had more people. We're getting there though. Hey, I don't think 58 subscribers in 30 days is actually that bad. I don't think.
No, not bad at
Not at
all.
all.
I was honestly expecting less. But we'll see what happens. And then the thing that sucks is all the stuff that we want that will keep us home, like all the shows we watch, are all getting destroyed. Doctor Who and the list goes on. I'm not going to start with them all.
Slowly.
It's like, guys, you might as well get on the high seas right now and download all the entertainment you can, because if the internet ever goes out, that's how you're going to pass your time.
Dude, I have
go right back.
Man, I got a shitload of Blu-rays and DVDs, so
I have a terabyte of music on my computer, just of everything, like just music.
I got my collection of DS9 and Next Generation. That's a good, I don't know, 5 years of watching right there.
I have it was like fucking ridiculous. I have like 800,000 songs or some shit. I mean, it's like,
yeah.
But I mean, that's from like 20 years of downloading music. I didn't have to anymore.
That was from Napster, right?
Yeah, seriously.
That's like the day Napster came out with the MP3, and that was coincidental too, how they came around the same time. I had back then a huge collection of MP3s.
LimeWire and shit, downloading like movies.
Yeah.
Like the 6 parts.
Yeah, Teddy Bear, and the other ones. Yeah. Well, I think LimeWire, that was a dirty one.
Yeah, you got a lot of virus stuff. I used the Audio Galaxy for a while. Audio Galaxy was good.
And Napster was the best, though. Napster was great.
Came out, and then when torrents came out, it was just fucking no holds barred. It was like album after album. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll get it.
Yep. We went from songs to CDs, like downloading entire CDs in one file. To what do they call it? Where you're not downloading one CD, but you're downloading the entire thing.
Bit sharing. Well, it's bit sharing, but I mean it's ISO. You used to download the ISO and you get the game disc, and then you can get an internal virtual ISO drive through some programs, and use the virtual drive to load the virtual ISO.
Load the disc. That's not what I meant though. I meant like, okay, so you have a single song, it was a single, but if you download the entire album, that's called the album. But if you download the entire discography, I think I'm thinking the word is. That means one file, and you're getting every song the band made, not just one disc, and that's how it got.
Like the lives, artwork, album covers. Note from fans, like all sorts of shit. I mean, pictures. It comes with everything. So I mean, it
covers. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, BitTorrent. I used to Pirate Bay.
Yeah, BitTorrent, man.
For many years. The Pirate Bay was good.
And actually,
Demonoid was my favorite.
Studios should do more to put their
Or
content.
Demonoid? Yeah, Demonoid.
Demonoid. And it's back, too. If anybody has a Demonoid account, hook me up, please.
Yeah, dude, I haven't been on Demonoid for it, but it was the most legit shit.
They got shut down. They got shut down for a while.
Yeah,
I don't use Pirate Bay, though. I stay away from Pirate Bay.
I got my friend gave me an invite into Demonoid. It was like the best shit ever, dude. Like the best.
Yes, it was.
Oh my god!
It was the Disney World of BitTorrent, was it not?
It was so
Yes,
cool.
absolute gold. It's like when you're finally looking at that list and you know that every single link is good.
All legit. You're like, oh,
Have a good
Oh,
night.
man.
Thanks for stopping by.
Who's leaving?
Nah, Night Breezes.
oh, that breeze,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, later, Night Breeze. See you, buddy.
Have a good night, Night Breeze. Hey, Cinnabon, I'm going to be checking out too.
Okay,
So-
Captain. Thanks,
Later,
man.
Cap.
You-
Have a good night.
You're welcome. You have a good night.
Oh, drop your GoFundMe in the chat before you leave.
Oh, good. Thank you.
You're very welcome. If anyone hasn't heard, Captain Trek does have to have some major surgery. If anyone can help out at all, please click the GoFundMe link that Captain Trek's going to drop in there, and donate if you can.
If you can, if not, share it. Maybe there's somebody you know who can. But
Yeah, man.
anything is appreciated. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Good night.
Man.
Have a good night, Cap.
You too.
Vile Mike, I just read your 177 after a year. Yeah, I can't wait that long, man. I gotta do something.
Library is the word that we are looking for. Well, no, discography is like all the albums. Yeah, I mean,
Library? No, yeah, no, it's discography. Discography. It means it's something like I might be pronouncing it wrong. Yeah,
discography.
the discography or whatever the hell.
That's like discography. That's how you spell it. That's how I remember it. Discography.
Library is just another word for failed attempt for offline internet.
That's what I misspell all the fucking time. There's some words I just never fucking get right. I just like autocorrect. Just fucking deal with it. Like
To hit the. Oh, the. My bad. Sorry.
autocorrect. Autocorrect.
And the Capaldi and Bill season. What are you guys talking? You talking who, man? Don't talk. I don't want to hear crap talked about Capaldi, dude. Capaldi was gold. He
That's
was
why
the
I'm
Rumpelstiltskin of Doctor Who.
I was like, okay, you should do the thing again. And like, but the only problem is they need to do it on neutral ground, and they need someone to mediate. And I'd do it because I know shit about Doctor Who. I can give a fuck either way. So I mean, you need someone that to mediate. So I mean, it's just like you talk. All right, you're done, bitch. You talk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
About that
that's a debate. That's a debate. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
he got ganged up by. It was like he basically went and made a debate up in her house with like 4 friends behind her. Like he literally drove to her house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's like, dude, how does that even fair? You know, that's not a fucking debate. That's her and her
Gangbang.
beating you up. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, it's like seriously.
Yeah, and they both made some statements. I mean, like if I was DJ, I would hold the hell up, stop, back up. You know.
Wait, are you talking about the stream the other day?
Yeah.
On DJ's birthday?
Yeah, Katie versus DJ.
Yeah.
They were at her house?
No. I'm just
on her channel.
Yeah.
Okay. He was okay. I see what you're saying.
Her house because it was hosted on her channel.
Yes. Okay.
So
And that was a last minute change they made.
Yeah. I heard the drama about that, the last minute change, but I didn't know he was the one that was he was the underdog basically.
Yeah, I mean, like he went to her turf with her 4 friends backing her up, and
okay, yeah. See, that's just
yeah.
That's
I mean,
horrible.
like he would try to say something, then he'd get cut off, and then PJ was supposed to originally host the stream on his channel.
Yeah,
but it dropped out at the last second, so they went to Katie's
Yeah.
channel to do it, which is completely unfair. It's not a fucking debate at that time. You're fucking walking to the.
that
bitch's
wasn't
house.
a debate.
fucking
That
four
wasn't a debate. That was a what do you call that? That was an infomercial.
Ambush.
Yeah, I know, but there was nothing negative.
Yeah, womansplaining. They had to do some womansplaining and shit on them. You know, I don't know.
It was more of the people who were on it were more trying to promote their way of their Fox News version of the events instead of actually talking about the events. They were saying things they thought we wanted them to hear. It so felt scripted. And the only one that I was waiting to hear, because when I was watching, because I was sharing the stream on my stream, and I told my people, hey, when DJ actually talks, shut the hell up. Okay, this is the reason why I'm watching. I want to hear him. Please shut up, everybody.
We pick presidents the same way. We put dude A at fucking podium A, we put dude B at podium B, and we have Anderson Cooper fucking answer, ask the questions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how
Yes.
it's done. That's
Well,
it.
Tom's right there. I mean, they just had way too many people on that panel. There should have been. It should have just been DJ and the girl. But
And Jeff was on there, wasn't Jeff on there?
yeah, Jeff, you were on there.
Yeah, I saw Jeff on there. Yep, I was rooting for Jeff too, buddy. But yeah, they weren't talking about anything that mattered. It just felt like they were regurgitating BS that we wanted to hear and say things like, "Well, the obvious." They were stating the obvious. You know what I mean? There's very little. And then when DJ tried to make it, just felt like he was biting his tongue. And the thing that really pissed me off was, and like again, I have nothing against the host, but every time she opened her mouth, she kept looking up in the top right-hand corner. She kept looking like she was finding words to say, like she was making it up as she went. Now, I'm not saying that maybe because she's young or she barely knows Doctor Who, or if she's because she's in the film, like she's a real film person, meteorologist. Maybe that's in her blood, but it just felt so artificial.
Yeah, dude,
I think I saw the strings.
Dude, sci-fi last night, we were in fucking sci-fi stream, and he's like, dude, that chick is just fucking unnatural, dude. No one fucking smiles that much.
Yes, thank you. Like you could see the Pinocchio strings.
I just bust out. I was like, oh my God. This is
he went off on her last night.
Oh, are you serious?
He's He's like, that bitch is just fucking natural. No one fucking, I swear to God, no one fucking ever fucking smiles that much. Yeah. I'm just fucking laughing, dude. He fucking ripped her apart, dude. Oh,
guys, look at the video again. There was one time where I caught what she was doing, and she turned her head because her muscles hurt from smiling so much. The only way she didn't want to smile is when her head wasn't pointing at the camera. And then when she turned her head back, you saw her catch herself, like emergency force fields up, and the smile up. She's turning around. I don't know how you could keep those muscles going up.
Well, she would read something in chat, and people are saying when she would read some of the comments in chat, her expression would change because some of the comments were like, I don't know how you can even believe this. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. You know? Mm-hmm. But I mean, the thing that DJ's got going for him is like he's got the fucking fandom menace behind him, like the complete collective. Like everybody collectively hates this Doctor Who. I mean, collectively, I could carry either way, but I mean, he's got the majority behind him.
That's just among Americans. When that episode dropped, it's like a couple of days later. It was somebody did like a montage of like British people that were like ticked off watching that show. It might have been neurotic, but it was like a montage of Brits watching it. Yeah. And okay, you would think they were about to blow up Big Ben. Okay,
right. Well, I have a couple clients that are from the UK, and they messaged me after, and they said we're done because we always talk on Facebook, and we always talk about the latest Doctor Who. And he came to me said, "Yeah, me and my son we're done." I'm like, "Oh, serious? Really? You guys in the UK and you're done?" I'm like, "Wow."
I mean, they said the viewership dropped from 10 to 4 million. That's insane. That's ridiculous. I mean, that's really fucking low for something like Doctor Who. When you were consistently 8 to 10 million viewers a week, it keeps the show running. But they're probably running out of fucking money just because of the viewership is fucking so down. But you can't defend something like that. I mean, it's hard to defend something like that. It's like trying to defend Star Trek Discovery. I mean, you're gonna tell me this bitch is gonna be like smiley shit for Star Trek Discovery too? I mean, like, I don't know.
I had a feeling this was going to happen because we saw this. Where did we originally see this happening, guys? And I'm not talking about TV shows like Doctor Who.
Star Wars.
Cartoons, Transformers, Beast Wars, where they took the story and they blew up canon. We didn't care because we were kids at the time, and it was cartoons. We made the connection over. We forget. We didn't think of it that way. But those people that grew up are now the people screwing up our big shows now. They thought it was good enough for cartoons where they rebooted all these cartoons and changed canon and created all these new crap stories and whatever. Now those people who watch that, They're the ones that are 30-year-old right now. They're ones making the shows right now and screwing up Star Trek and Timeless and Dark Matter and Picard and not DS9.
Dark Matter was a good show.
Dark Matter?
Yeah, that was a
I
great show.
love Dark Matter. And the thing that pisses me off about Dark Matter, it was uncorruptible because the guy who did it, he did 5 seasons ahead of time.
Well, he was
One person who actually did the whole story ahead of time, not like Lost, where they just did the first episode and the last episode, and then the rest was just filler.
He's that's the guy from Stargate. It's Joseph Malozzi.
Mm-hmm.
He did all of Stargate. He did Stargate, Atlantis, and Stargate Universe.
Mm-hmm.
And it was his comic book creation. I guess he got it, but they got a green light for the show. The thing that pisses me off is the Killjoys went 5 seasons, and fucking Dark Matter didn't. And the Killjoys is obviously a way. It's like the Killjoys to me was like CW in space.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. I tried Killjoys. I couldn't do it, but they had a whole plot.
It was bad. It was
and they killed it right at the best season. The next season of Dark Matter was supposed to be awesome.
Ships. I was like, the black ships are here.
Yes, finally.
You know, I mean, like that's what I was thinking. You know, what I'm saying the fucking black ships. You know, and it ends on that note, and you're like, fuck, dude, that sucks. You know, I mean, it really fucking sucks. And like I said, I pushed through all 5 seasons of Killjoys. It was horrible. It was bad. I mean, I was sitting there like playing Borderlands, just kind of looking over at the story and shit. And just like, you know, and then I finally got to the season 5. I was like, man, the best part of the show was the first 2 seasons where they were killjoying, and then they got to this huge fucking plot about just dumb shit that didn't even matter, and then it became like a love story. Then it became like, I don't know. It's just like, I mean,
I have one of the weirdest requests, guys. Can somebody go over to my Facebook page and see if my phone number is listed publicly? It says it's not, but I'm getting texts from people from Facebook all of a sudden.
I mean, I don't get you.
No idea who the hell they are.
What's your name on Facebook, or can just private chat it or something?
I'll put it in the chat.
I'm on it right now. Just send it my way. I'll friend request you while I'm at it.
Because according to my preferences, it's set to private, but I literally am having a text conversation with someone I've never met.
Oh, I was going to ask, which one are you? And that's a stupid question. The one with the bunny. I am seeing your about down. Oh yeah.
Is it? Fuck.
Yeah. No, I'm joking. It's not there, dude. Contact information just has you have your gender, your language, your birthday showing. You have your Facebook link. I see your sister. You're single. I see your name pronounced. You can have name pronunciation. Are you serious? Life events. Okay, nothing there. Nothing on your city. Self-employed overview. No, I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, anything going through your thing right now.
But I can see your friends.
That's fine.
Your friend list is open. Your followers are open, and your people you're following is open.
With all 20 of them.
Now you do have. It looks like you have a second Facebook.
Yeah, one for the rabbit.
Is that the? Oh, Cinnabon Bunny. That's not the one that's texting. You're texting with right now.
I honestly have no idea.
Okay, let me check that one real quick. About. Yes. Does your number end in 01?
No.
Okay, that's not it. No, I don't see your phone number here, Chief.
All right, well, someone got my phone number from Facebook somewhere.
I'm seeing an m.me link, if that means anything.
I have no idea.
M.me, it's on your contact information, and it says I can message you with it.
Oh.
M.me /1 something. Try it? Okay.
Oh, here comes my phone.
Yeah, there it is. There you are. Yo. Is this it?
What's the last number? 2 numbers of the phone number?
It's not a phone number. I'm messaging you right now with the link that's on your about with your Cinnabunny bunny. I just said yo to you.
All right, nothing came through on my phone.
Okay, so you must not be logged in as Cinnabunny bunny. Okay, that's not it. Never mind. Streamlabs.
Jeff says, turn off my birthday. I don't really mind if people know my birthday.
I'm older than you.
I don't think I've even posted on there in quite a while.
Well, you posted your stream. It looks like.
Yeah. All right, no, that's weird. Huh? I wonder how this person got my number and why they're talking.
I did send you a friend request if you.
I mean, I'm not mad at this guy. I mean, he's being completely nice and he's just having a conversation with me that I just have no idea who this person is. I kind of feel bad. I hope it's not someone I should remember. And they're be like, "You son of a bitch! We were friends for 40 years." Okay, sorry to disturb your conversation. I just wanted to see if you guys could see my number.
No worries.
Oh,
I don't even, what's everybody
Yeah,
saying?
I mean, it doesn't look like you have anything up there incriminating in any type of manner.
That's good. That's weird. Wes, you're always confused. I can't help you with that, buddy.
But if you guys, we were talking about, if you guys want to do a Doctor Who thing, hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I totally fucking would.
But I want it rated R, and or
Rated
something.
R? God forbid! I swear.
Yeah, right. I want to rated R. Yeah.
Like hit her.
The only problem with me is I'm the classic Who fan.
That's cool.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
First four Doctors. Anything after that, screw it.
I'm the opposite. I'm anything Eccleston and after minus Jodie. And I have nothing against her.
Minus Jodie. I like that. Everything after minus Jodie.
Minus Jodie. And it's not because of her, guys, all right? It is only because she cannot work the same straw in the gold that Capaldi did.
Are you saying you're not a toxic man, baby? And
I did give her that first season, and just like I did.
So did I.
Star Trek Discovery and Picard, and they all suffer from the same thing.
Mhm.
They got right. Well, no, you know what? I'm going to stop using the word writing. I'm going to say storytelling.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They're not. They can write, but they are not storytellers. And you learn the difference. A storyteller weaves magic with his words.
Yes.
And keeps you engrossed. They can't do that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, they play out more like films now. So I mean, that's the big issue, and it's like Star Trek Discovery and Picard. It's like watching a Bay flick. It really is. I mean, there's so much fucking action going on that Star Trek had action in it, yes, but it didn't have action in every fucking episode.
Right.
I'm saying every season didn't have like a death-defying super entity,
yeah,
and annihilate the universe.
Oh, Resolute. Did DJ start? So I can shut mine down. I didn't know he started. I didn't get a notification.
Yeah, he's fucking early if he started.
Did he start?
Yeah, he started 2 minutes ago, guys. So I tell you what, I don't want to stream over him, so I'm going to wrap up here, and I'll see you guys over at DJ's.
Swap the DJ.
Let's go. Later, everybody.
Thanks for hanging out with me. Everyone in the chat, thanks for hanging out. DJ did start streaming 2 minutes ago, so we're going to go head over there and hang out with him. And, thanks again, guys. Have a good night.